Dear
I mean,
recap.
I'm just waiting for people to actually want to play the session.
Hey, Sheep, if you're going to do the recap, I am more than happy to start right now.
I mean, yeah,
Your recaps are always great.
thank you. Let's see if this one will be shit. Let's find out. But last time we started basically on the way to Gondogrim, where we got told to go by all kinds of people, uh, and met up with Cyrilla, who was already sort of looking for us because she couldn't find the entrance to Gondogrim herself. But we, of course, had Eldeth and Liam who sort of knew where to go. We met up, had a bit of a talk about the whole Darendil situation, which involved Gesh being somewhat angry that Cyril didn't try absolutely anything, but I will not get back into that. He suggested that maybe Darendil can still be saved, but Gesh was really mostly interested in Cyrilla actually having tried something. So he suggested doing something there. Cyrilla used some divination magic first to confirm that he was, in fact, still alive and still very much like beast-like, which he was. And then Gesh used Dream to contact Darendil in his dreams to have Cyrilla talk to him, which didn't really go anywhere either. So, that done, we went to Gondogrim, where we were perhaps not welcomed like as heroes, but certainly appreciated, as we had a nice meal going on, where we pretty much got thrown together with some of the movers and shakers who want to get involved in this whole not dying to demons thing. I honestly don't remember all their names. But among the things we did was to talk to those people and get their assistance, which is undoubtedly going to turn out very useful once we head back down. And one thing that at least Gesh did was to talk with the Archmage of Waterdeep, I think he was, and basically challenge him to a chess match. Or at least he challenged us to a chess match. And Gesh was like, yeah. And of course, he fully intended to cheat and did, but got caught, and then he lost. So that was a bit silly. Gambled away like a year's worth of apprenticeship, which Gesh has no real intention of actually attending, but that's besides the point. But Riordan, however, took up the game and just smashed the Archmage with probably more luck than skill. But he won regardless, and he gave us, I believe, some sort of amulet, which
He said that when you leave, you will get his amulet to control the Shield Guardian.
Yes, Shield Guardian. We also just generally looked about a bit. There are still some issues in the city that we wanted to take a look at to get some more assistance. Primarily, the Forge of Gondogrim is still sort of overrun by things, although I don't think we have any details on what those things actually are. And that would be a good thing to have, so we can get stuff from the Forge. Did we talk to anything else? I think Cyrilla talked to the Emerald Enclave people.
She has an old childhood friend called Marista Malkin, who's part of the Emerald Enclave, and we spoke to her. She's like, "Yep, there's like a druid that is in need of help, and of course we'll help." And yeah.
Basically, it was a whole bunch of talking last session. And now we're in the preparation stages. Getting things done, getting Gondogrim in shape, and those things.
Yeah. Yeah. It is morning. You have had a nice sleep. Everyone sort of left and did each their own sort of thing, you know. To see the Archmage, who also revealed that he was a representative for the Hoppers, and that you didn't even need to convince him to get their support. You already had it. They're already doing all they can, and he basically was here to assist by giving you his.
Oh, I missed one very important bit. actually, very, very important. The feast that we ate, one of the courses or whatever, someone, I'm not sure it was, said, "Don't eat that; it's poisoned." And apparently, there's some sabotage going around.
Wasn't she part of that dark?
Davra sir, a
He- he's
representative for the Black Network, or the
The
Centaur.
Zentaro, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Really, the floor is yours. You have time. People are going around doing their things. Things are happening, but none of them are happening to you this morning. Sort of giving you a bit of the initiative, and actually your rooms, your free rooms, as royal guests. You will find, however, that you have been someone has given you a message. It is a message from Re'ili Vanis, the squire of Sir Lenivus Strail, a representative for the Order of the Gauntlet, who seems to invite you to come and visit them at your leisure. They are going to go help the dwarves clean out some of the pockets of resistance, and it seems like they would appreciate your assistance with a particular one, should you be interested. Vargas, hearing this, will get very excited, because this is a chance to deliver back the sword, and that is going to be great.
Oh yeah, Doc, you might lose Dawnbringer.
I've been fully prepared to lose Dawnbringer. That's the reason I bought extra weapons.
Wonderful.
I mean, annoyed by not having any magic weapons, but on the other hand, you know, I expect.
So basically, the options we have available right now is assist the Order of the Gauntlet, clear out the forge, and Gesh for one would like to talk to the Zentarum representative in private.
You were told, particularly in your meeting with King Bruno Battlehammer, that he in fact believes you need the Zentarum. As he said, those are the only people who really know what goes on. Like Emerald Enclave, like Harper's, nobody knows anything about the Underdark. The Zentarum, however, they know shit. And he even suggested that they might know something about. He's been digging around the people who come through his city to enter the Underdark, and he says that there is that he believes they've been looking for something, a legend speaking of a place where any knowledge can be found. And he thinks it might be a long shot, but so was retaking Gondelgrim. So, yeah, he might go for it. Ancient legends in this world, he says, has a tendency to be true.
No, it's true. It's true. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. So he suggested that he invited them, even though he doesn't like them. Like he didn't invite the Thayans, for example. You know, they might have been interested because he doesn't like horrible necromancer sort of autocrats. They can fight the darkness on their own. Don't trust them in his back. But he invited the Black Network, though he doesn't like them. Some might know that Bruno Battlehammer's motto is "Do what you must."
Well, I for one would like to talk to the Order of the Gauntlet, but Cirilla would very much not want to speak to the Zentarum, but she's fine with everyone else doing that.
There is, of course, also Lord Iravian Hude, who is the representative for the Lord's Alliance, which is sort of
the half-elf?
Yes. Of the powers that be, in a more sort of direct sense. Waterdeep, Lord Never Ember, like everyone, all of the sort of city-states and such here in this part of the Sword Coast are part of the Lord's Alliance, sort of work together on these bigger issues. For example, Lord Neverember said that he was speaking to the Lord's Alliance to try to organize resistance against the threat of orcs from the north, which is ever present. Apparently the orcs have been gathering under a new banner.
I suppose if Cirilla wants to talk to him, I guess the two nobles should go. So, Bird will go with her. So,
Looks over at Gesh when he say two nobles.
Well, you know, Gesh is doing something else, something unscrupulous.
And
So
he has turned his back on the noble life.
the two good nobles.
I mean, really, you're 3 nobles, right?
Yeah, but we're leaving Gesh out because he's dealing with Zentara. So.
Yeah,
Well-
I like the idea that all the time with Roland has not been doing much in helping out the group. It's actually been one of his manaces. The I periodically just live in the catatonic states have been triggered.
Yeah,
For an entire
This entire
session.
time.
whole session.
I think we said that you were just really sad after hearing the news of your family.
Heck,
So.
you know what Liam said? He promised that he would go with Cinder on treasure hunts in the ruins of the city, and since he doesn't want Cinder to accidentally enter like a grave that's protected by dwarven ghosts,
Yes.
he says that he has to go.
Yeah.
I have a backup. You said hearing the news of your family.
Well, no, it was just that last time we reasoned why you were so quiet was that you were sad, and you didn't talk much.
Okay. Yeah, maybe part of it. Largely, I like to imagine half of it was just kind of catatonic state for most of that.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's fine.
They
So-
didn't ask.
Yeah, we didn't ask.
Jim
Bullshit.
Johnson got around gambling.
I really get rid of this madness. But Great Restoration is hard to get.
I mean,
Greater Restoration,
Drill
I
has
have it.
now, but it only temporarily gets rid of it because it is
Yeah.
a demonic influence. It is not a madness that can be completely gotten rid of. It can only be suppressed.
It was.
She had
yeah,
to use
it
it
was a
to
thing.
suppress Rion's ravenous
Drenched
hunger.
in wine. You can wash it off, but the stain remains.
Yep.
Until you get something that's more beefy, or like you had once, for example. You helped restore Shrine and got a divine blessing to
Just get wish.
out of your mind.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Does Gesh and Roland want to speak to the Lord, the member of the Lord Alliance, or come with us for that?
Sure.
Roland will. Well, he said he would try to help out with some of the stuff, even though he does not really,
Yeah.
So I suppose.
What is our agenda here again? Just to get him to help. Is it?
Yeah, basically, we need to speak to 3 more people: Lord's Alliance representative, the Order of the Gauntlet representative, and the Zentarum representative. All to try and get help in some way, shape, or form.
All right.
So I don't really know which one to do first, but as far as I know, Cirilla won't do the Zentarum one. She doesn't feel like talking to them.
They know tons about the Underdark, so Roland actually will attend that one.
Makes sense.
Riordan will go to keep an eye and make sure nothing bad happens. But other than that, he won't talk much. Unless he's directly addressed.
The problem with I hope the Centaurian will want someone else to do some talking, because at least Gesh may be in that one.
Well, Gesh
Well,
needs
Gesh
Oh,
is
to
doing
Gesh
that
will
one.
absolutely
Gesh,
talk
yeah,
to his
absolutely.
Zentarum.
interrogate.
Just let him make the deal completely.
The main reason why is just partly because I don't want Roland to be dropped one trying to speak. You've seen him try to speak. He doesn't work.
Whatever you say, Saturn, we'll do whatever you say. Yes, soul bonds, it's fine.
I'm there to make sure Sheep doesn't do something that would negatively affect all of us.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
He can damn himself if he'd like to, just not all of us.
I'll be the sense motive beacon of like +9 insight, I think it is at this point.
Yeah, well, that's why you're there.
So,
If something's wrong.
I would suggest that we just roll a d3 and to decide which one we do first. Because
Sure,
neither
because
one
we have
seems
to do
pressing.
them all anyway, so...
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Oh, well, we should. So,
Fun.
let's say 1 is Order of the Gauntlet, 2 is Zentarum, and 3 is Lord Alliance.
Sure, roll away.
Order of the Gauntlet
Alright.
it is.
The gauntlet.
I think
go.
we'll all go for that one.
Sure.
Let us all go.
Basically, they stated that they would be leaving soon, like in the morning. So either you would have to go now or you would have to wait basically for them to come back.
Oh,
Basically,
okay.
striking out at one of these known locations of a stronghold of like resistance or like monsters that are still in Nottingham. The city has a long history of not being held by dwarves, like thousands of years, which is just a very long time. So really, it has like a lot of inhabitants that are from different periods of who ruled the city, effectively. And many of them have grown up here in the ruins of whatever they might have had once. Like, this has been a Dwergar city, it's been a Drow city, it's been an Orc stronghold, it's been a Mind Flayer palace, it's been many things over time. And every time one falls, they sort of destroy the remains, and the place is just too big to really hunt down everything every time. And so you get these generations of people and creatures that have lived here, and this is what they know. I feel sometimes when I scroll my mouse wheel, like weird patches of terrains that pop in and out.
I'm just a little stuck here for a moment when you said Mind Flayer Palace.
Yes, that was a long time ago, but that was a thing.
Can't even say it surprises me anymore.
Yeah, the two of them you'll find basically waiting for you or for whoever, really. Doesn't seem like they've been very lucky in bringing up most people in Gauntlgrim here, or not. Like, they're dwarves and there's guards and stuff, but the population of Gauntlgrim is more like an enclave than an actual like city population. It's the dwarves who retook their home, right? People are coming and joining and such, but right now it's not. They don't have enough to fill even the space they have cleared, and so clearing more space without using it generally just means that something else comes and occupies it. So it's sort of a waste of dwarven lives. But then again, Order of the Gauntlet, they have a thing for just killing evil monsters. They don't see that as a waste, ever.
With murderous intent.
Standing here, Sir Laniver making a joke about how if everyone, got this up early and took care of business as they do, then maybe the world would have no evil left to fight. Wouldn't that be a shame? His apprentice just sort of nodding. He seems more serious than him, and also somewhat tired at his constant tirade of bad jokes.
Poor kid.
Seeing you approach, he will certainly give you a grin. Say, fair adventurers, I did not expect you. You must be busy these days, but I'm glad you have time to allow an old knight to show you a bit around this fated ruin.
But I think you'll find that the unexpected adventure is the best adventure.
Well, that can be true, though I do enjoy people who can stand up for their deals. Yeah,
I don't believe we've made any deals yet.
Runs forward, saying, "You represent the Order of the Gauntlet, right?"
Except that deal, that's true.
Nod. Says, I am Farkas Rumblefoot. I was sent to complete a mission 2 years ago. He seems to try to think. I've truly lost count, but I've done it. Roland, come over here. Show him. So Laniver, looking at the halflings and his excitement, seems slightly bemused.
Roland has his reluctant look on him, but he kind of walks on over slowly, as he's going to slowly move part of his cloak to the side, and he preemptively, knows exactly what, of course, what Farkas is going to pull out here. So Ace is going to reach out of his cloak to draw at least the handle, not the sword, of course, drawn right now, for Dawnbringer.
Mm-hmm. So Laniver looks at it, steps closer. I'm not aware of any mission to retrieve such a thing. He says, it was the chapter in Waterdeep that we made a. They were going to pay us handsomely, but of course the rest of them are dead now. Anyway, but here you go. sort of smiles as he gestures to Roland.
Now, I am of course of the opinion that deals are important to be upheld, but considering the situation, it does seem somewhat suboptimal to take this very, very powerful artifact weapon and, well, not use it for the coming conflict.
I never look so to guess. Just decision was made, no? Struck up that the soul will be returned to the Order. She looks to Gesh.
Yes, but I think since that mission was assigned to our dear halfling here, the situation has changed a bit now, hasn't it?
Not so as I suppose the one who best wields it should wield it. Only one way to decide it then. Choose your second. A duel to the death shall decide the owner of the blade.
Gesh. Frown for a moment.
The death.
It will also be fairly suboptimal to
Kill
They
us.
cracks a smile. You should see yourselves. Hey lad, says stepping over and like patting Roland on the shoulder. Why don't you show me what you can do with it? Hey,
Roland pauses for a
really,
moment.
Vanna, sort of shaking her head behind him.
Don't kill each other.
Roland pauses for a moment, but well, he wasn't too taken aback with the whole situation. Roland has a very good sense of the social situations, as much as he's not good in them. He'll go ahead though and nod to him, and with deploying the sword out to the side, makes allow Dawnbringer to come out in its full brightness.
Like the mental voice of, "Where is the evil? Show me the darkness so I may illuminate it. Come, Roland." And then, presumably, doesn't see any.
I don't see any. Just Gesh come.
Oh, a little prematurely there. There'll be plenty of things to fight. We were going to go a scout, really, but with you all here, so looks at you, we might be able to strike. Not want to throw myself into a suicide battle now, but a group of raiders, so far we understand, containing a few driders and rather miscellaneous, monstrous people, are holed up in an old magma vent. They've been trying to steal supplies, suggest that they're rather desperate. Desperate monsters is not something we should have close to civilization.
Could you elaborate on miscellaneous monstrous people?
Inan says, well, I'm not entirely sure. Usually around these parts, it's drow, orcs, dwarves, darrow, dwergar. Whatever they are, they can band together in any real formation. Mostly just trying to steal or kill or make their own little fiefdoms down here.
Well, I would not be opposed to fighting off thieves, but it does seem like your information is a bit, and I mean no offense to whoever scout brought you this information, it does seem a bit lackluster. How many people are we up against?
We're the scouts, effectively.
I
That's what we're
see.
going to go do. The dwarves here, they don't really care too much, but, well, they would have a lot more on their hands if the Order wasn't trying to keep things down.
I'm
Having this
sure.
stronghold for good in the Underdark, so it looks around, I think that'll be a good thing for everyone. Good place to free prisoners of the Drow, and so the Order's trying to help keep it safe and make it grow. Hope that's something you can support.
More than support.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Roland may be gripping Dawnbringer so very tighter than before right now.
I shall show you the way then. Any of you particularly good at scouting? Looks at you. You know, him wearing plate. And such.
Roland makes Dawnbringer disappear and disappear. I am fairly proficient in, I would say I was our group's main scout.
He definitely is, that's for sure.
It is a defensible place. They're holed up, hence why, you know, it's hard to take them out. We could wait for them to come out, but to be honest, that could be a long time, or they might have other exits that we don't know about. I prefer to go in, strike, take them out, then move on. There's many things to be done in a day.
Roland nods.
So, tell me about yourselves. So we can do walk.
Oh, well, I am a noble from Neverwinter, of the Hearthspark family. You might have heard of me already.
He nods slightly. Never done much with the order.
No, but we've all certainly had our experiences with the Drow. That's for sure.
Yes, I've heard the story. The king told me. Quite the adventure.
It would
You
seem
think
like...
you can do something more to defeat them?
Well, we got out alive. That's certainly something to tell. If we are going to get rid of them, I'm sure we can come up with something. We're no longer on the back foot anymore.
As I understand it, several demons are rampaging down here.
That's the word for it.
The order is of the opinion that this might be as much an opportunity as a problem.
An opportunity for what exactly?
Well, invading the abyss is difficult. Isolating demons in the Underdark, however, is a different story. It's a chance to strike at them while they're fewer than they normally are.
Just to make sure I don't misunderstand, you mean you want to eliminate as many demons as you can and not use this opportunity while the demons are distracted to literally go to the abyss, right?
He sort of looks back and says, if I had the men, I would go to the abyss. However, I don't. I don't think anyone does. Sending them back there is a good start. Taking a toll of them, that would only be better.
Oh, I definitely agree. While we were down there, it did not seem like the individual powerful demons were in fact working together, so singling them out shouldn't be too difficult.
Demons never work together. They can't. They're incarnations of evil chaos. Strikes. At least I've never seen it. Some serve others, sure, but
I don't
only
think
as long as they have
by
to.
choice.
Of course, if we go with you, I've also been noticing the Centaurum staying here. Let's that hang. I don't know about your own methods, but if the Order was to support you, and some of our people come with you, perhaps even then, you must understand that there's limits to what we'd be willing to do. Or allow others to do.
Surely this threat is big enough that the means justify the ends.
Just, if you defeat evil by becoming it, you have not done anything at all.
Roland actually gives a look back to Gesh that clearly kind of shows that he fully agrees with that statement.
Yeah, that Cyrilla's like nodding along with exactly what the knight just said.
If you remember what I was fighting off Gesh, and how much I struggled against it, it was for that reason.
So, if given the choice, and of course it will never be that easy that you just have a choice in front of you, you would rather accept failure over compromise?
I'll look for another option.
And if there is
compromise that is unacceptable is the same as failure.
Well, compromise by definition is acceptable.
You know, and as such, it would not be something that would dissuade members of the Order from following it. I can compromise and go in the same group as the Centaurum. I cannot compromise and take slaves to pay for toll. Nor can I let them do so.
I will be quite honest, I do believe we need the support of the Centaurum, at least for a while. I know for a fact that they know where we have to go. And as much as it pains me to admit it, I'm not confident enough in my knowledge where we have to go to do it without them.
No, slowly. I assume they wouldn't be here unless the king thought they were necessary.
Well, if compromise can indeed be found, and I'm sure there's one somewhere, then I'm certainly looking forward to having your support.
What I'm
Now-
saying is that I will expect you to act as champions of valor, bravery, and as people who wish to end this demonic threat. I will not allow my people to be sent out and be ordered to do things that contradict their vows.
Oh,
It
certainly.
shall
We
be a
will.
force for good in the Underdark, not a force just creating another evil lord, forming dark empires, or earning upon the breaking and slavery of others.
I'm sure if we were inclined to do that, we wouldn't be here.
Because you'd be surprised. Sometimes adventurers can have a dark streak.
Oh, please.
Roland shoots the sharpest glare possible back at Geth.
Riordan feels he's a bit caught in the middle.
If there's one thing I don't want, and you can rely on that, it's an empire. Too much bureaucracy.
What I would suggest, and how I think we could help if we should decide to, would be to give you, with you, some officers. I imagine other factions will send with you quite a number of individual peoples and more generically workers, soldiers, and guards and such for whatever outposts you might form down there. I'd suggest the Order of the Gauntlet sends officers, veterans of battle who have fought demons before, to organize and command the others. This will ensure that no faction will be free to just, well, do what they would, if doing so would contradict the ideals of virtue.
You know, Cyrilla's
Surely
all up
having
for...
people who can organize and fight demons are worth such an assurance.
Cyrilla's all up for virtue and that, but even she's seeing this as a bit of an oversell from this guy.
It's a bit of a tall order to expect it constantly, I would say.
Cyril will say, although having officers with this experience would be great, like you say, we don't want to allow any faction to have total control over the rest. And having just Order of the Gauntlet officers in charge would be, in fact, doing just that. We would obviously allow equal opportunity of all factions to be officers.
No, it's just... So you would allow the Centaurum to have free hands with their own people?
Surely, considering the threat, this is not the time to bicker about the type of support we are getting for this mission. We should aim to achieve victory before, well, anything else, really. Give us what you got, and we'll ask the other factions the same. Whoever supports us the most might also end up having the most pull. Surely that seems fair enough.
There's much evil to be fought in the world here, Gesh. These people could go with you, or they could fight evil someplace else.
You mentioned about compromise. Now it is time to put your words where your mouth is.
We'll see, Master Hotspark.
Roland seems a little baffled by what all of you are doing, not quite understanding the reasoning behind your actions. He's not saying anything.
Well, suppose it has been nice talking to you. I think we will get back to you about that scouting mission.
I think we were going that way.
Oh,
Turn around.
Yeah.
Because he's leaving. They're
never
leaving
mind.
like now.
Let us get to the scouting mission.
Let's do it now. Let's do it live.
Because I believe they're going after today. So.
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, you can continue down this path, turning to a side what looks like an old mine shaft. From there, you begin to feel an intense, sort of unpleasant heat coming. As you can see, basically like slight cracks and like smoke coming from holes in the ground where magma from below has sort of burned holes up in it. Sir Latimer will say that that this is basically where they're hiding out. It's an unpleasant place, and not really many people come here, hence it's the perfect place for them to sort of stay while still being close to the settlement so they can attack it. This, of course, also means that people know where to watch out for, but these raiders haven't really seen that far. Effectively, he thinks there is at least, one entrance, obviously. He doesn't know if there's any others. They likely will be expecting people to come from this way, if anyone does. We'll likely have, like, guards watching. He doesn't expect too many, though. Otherwise, they simply couldn't, like, get enough sustenance from their raids. They can't sustain a larger than a small group. While fighting with Sir Latimer, he and his apprentice, all of you will have 1d6 extra melee damage and 1 extra AC.
Oh, that's nice.
As they block enemies with their shields and assist you in striking foes.
Huh. You know what that means?
Two things that basically don't matter for me.
Yeah, so I mean the extra AC is nice.
Hey, you know what that means for me though? That means if I've got a shield out, I'm at 20 AC.
Oh, that's nice.
With the still option of shield.
Yes.
Or uncanny dodging every round. So.
Also with Bardic or Cutting Words, is a potential D8 as well.
And if I actually, even without that, I'm still on 18 AC if I don't have the shield out with 2 weapons, which might be better given I have D6 offhand damage now extra.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Huh.
Also, with Hammett gone and Liam not like mentally present, can I take over Cinder?
I think Liam has gone with Cinder.
Yeah,
right?
Cinder's got
Oh,
Liam. Liam's
take
got
over.
Cinder.
What? I missed that.
They went treasure hunting.
Liam took Cinder treasure hunting.
That's a terrible idea. I did that last time. It almost ended fatally.
Well, that's why.
Well,
Liam
that's
went
why
with him,
Liam's
so he
got
wouldn't,
going. Yeah,
get
Oh,
killed.
okay.
Promised
Okay.
that he would.
he's being the sensible parent.
I wouldn't say sensible. He's babysitting.
Ahead, some rocks seem to have been put to block a lot of the passage. You can sort of crawl on top of them should you wish to, but there does also seem to be a sort of path around them that hasn't been entirely blocked. From the room ahead, sort of the path ahead, you can hear the sizzling of like hot mecha popping of molting stone and an intense heat. Staying there is going to be very unpleasant. Will not have a mechanical effect.
Will not have a mechanical effect. Okay.
No, like
All right.
it's not enough to exhaust you. It's just very hot.
Well,
So
should
glow from in there too.
Short of not.
Basically, I assume you're further back right now.
Mhm.
But if Roland wants to, for example, move forward and
Sure.
check things out.
Let me just switch around my equipment in the appropriate for scouting moment then.
Alright. Arrowhead.
Salty rapier and sharp dagger. Sure, I will scout forward. Do you want a stealth check?
Yes, please.
Plus 11, 26.
Pretty good. Moving forward, Roland notices that there appears to be, like the stones, for example, leave just enough room between them and the ceiling for people. Probably small people to be. He also notices that it seems that there are indeed little gray figures laying up there, keeping an eye out, watching out. It appears to be Darrow. They haven't appeared to see him though.
If they saw Roland would be pretty sad. I was probably shocked.
Yeah.
So, like, this is the area up here, there, like crawling down, crawling, lying down right now.
Inside what appears to be a cave, Roland sees effectively a hole going down where like heat has burned a hole in the floor. The area around it seems to have been formed with some sort of surge at one point that might have like actually burned out this room entirely. In looking inside the room, he sees a couple of Dwergar handling some crossbows and a lot of like caves above, basically like tubes that might have been melted at some point, like sticking upwards. It doesn't appear that there's any other obvious exits or entrances from where he can see, at least. If he pushes himself much further, though, he'll be illuminated by the glow and thereby have a very hard time hiding.
Okay. One moment then. Seeing this situation, is going to go ahead and double back for the moment. Everything I saw, I'm trying to think. Nothing I saw in that particular Roland would particularly think is particularly good at seeing invisible creatures, would I?
Nothing you saw, no.
Okay, Roland's going to double back and give the others.
Me and Dwag are trained somewhat, but you know.
Roland's going to come back and give everyone a brief explanation of what he saw in there, and say he would like to go back again, but this time running an invisibility spell on himself.
Well, what did you see so far?
Well, in the initial area going in, these stones that block the path ahead, there appear to be creatures laying down upon them, hidden up high. They appear to be Darrow, I believe. And then further in, there is the much larger cave, the center of which seems to have been burnt out by magma and heat over time. There appear to be Dwergar within there, and a number of small tunnels leading away from it. Though I don't see any immediate other exit, I haven't been able to scout fully. Sneaking past magma is not the easiest.
There's, of course, the option of perhaps seeing the motives of these thieves. If it's mere desperation, perhaps we could convince them to see not only the futility in their actions, but also the sense in perhaps assisting us in our coming struggle.
Convince
Given our
Dwagar?
track record, I don't think that's going to be easy, Gesh. Not impossible, but I
just want to point out the possibility before, ignoring it completely and just getting this over with.
Sure. Did you say there was Darrow there?
Hold on.
I could attempt to dominate one of them, possibly. And
So
maybe...
we're moving away from convincing and going straight to mind control.
Well, Gesh, given your powers of such, I didn't think you would have much.
No, I just wanted to point out your thought process. I
As you
didn't say I
said,
disapprove.
I'm giving an option as you are.
As I said, I can attempt to scout the beaver.
The two members of the Order of the Gauntlet are sort of listening to your approach.
Maybe best to
Perhaps.
find out. Maybe best to find out all the things there in case they have some clear leader or similar.
That sounds like a good idea.
In which case, Roland is going to go ahead and go through with that, and he's going to expend one of his second level spots to create an invisibility spell on himself.
Sure, do that.
Now, it's for 1 hour. It's invisible.
Oh, that's a
He has
long
that, he
time.
has that power.
That is a long time. Wow.
This is why Roland loves invisibility.
Yeah.
I will then go to try to scout further in Malika.
Sure, you can move further in. What he sees is in the southern part of the cave here. He sees a gathering of orcs, who are sort of sitting around, seeming to be eating some stolen rations and like a dwarf leg. Beyond that, he can see where there. He also notices two highly vigilant drow looking around with a symbol on their shields and such that he might not know. He might have seen it cut around the place, which would suggest it's an old symbol of House Bernry, which is a major drow house that attempted to settle this place some time ago. Turns out that the dwarves did not like having them here.
Would imagine.
From above, you can hear like skittering and crawling and such through the magma tubes, likely spiders or similar things.
With drow, that does not surprise me.
The two drow seem to be sort of looking over the others, speaking in undercommon, alluding to one another.
Any particular topic they're talking about?
They are simply discussing the raids and how they might progress it for the honor and glory of House Baron. One day, when they have slain enough of these dwarves, they will be welcomed back with honor. They do the drow thing where they spit all the words.
There doesn't need to be another exit out of here.
Maybe the magma tubes above, but there's no way you could sort of have you or any of these guys climb it.
So ignoring flying, not really.
Or like spider climb sort of things.
I suppose. Rowan will spend a little bit more invisibly pressed against the wall to just get a good bearing of the situation. Sliding.
Of course, the two Darrow on top of the rocks, sort of laying out, keeping an eye on things.
As Rowan will suddenly invisibly feel his hair ruffled.
Oh, you're back.
I have managed to scout further inside. There appears to be in addition some orcs inside. One of them, for this moment, seems to be eating a dwarf leg. There are some spiders up in the magma tubes in the ceiling, it seems. I assume spiders. Or something similar. I couldn't get a good sight on them, but I could hear them. The last thing is there appear to be a pair of drow left over from the previous rule here, seemingly discussing how to increase the glory of the house with the raids.
Riordan just kind of gives a look to Gesh and says, "Reason with the drow? I don't think so."
As I've said, I've merely wanted to point out the possibility before we charge in and murder everyone for justice.
Understandable.
And now you know who the leader is.
Yes.
And they are now they're eating dwarven bones. So I don't think it's a stretch to say that they are most certainly bad guys.
Yes.
Or eating dwarven bones.
Well, all right. Well, Reason will say that he's going to attempt to try and control one of these Darrow in front of him before they engage, to see if it will work. Because having an extra ally would help.
Ron will do his best to point out where they are. More invisible, so like guiding your, so I suppose like holding your wrist to help guide your hand, shows what point.
So, yes, if I cast this, as long as I don't cast this in combat, then I don't get any disadvantage on it. So, Malachi, is there a way I can sneak up on them without them seeing me?
You can do a stealth check to sneak on them. Yeah.
Sure. Give it a try.
Out of curiosity, how do the two members of the Order seem to feel about us scouting thus far, judging?
I mean, they you know,
Oops.
they're watching, ready to fight, but letting you will handle the show. They're judging it. As for Jordan, moves up.
Can I take a reroll on that, possibly? I don't think that.
Luck?
From luck, yes. I don't think that's enough. It might be, but I don't think it is. A 20. That's a crit. Okay.
They sneeze precisely at the same time.
See one of them, even with your very limited. Actually, you don't have vision.
No, but I'm assuming the glow from the.
Yeah, let's go with that. Sure. You can get it close enough. Now, once you cast the spell, you'll likely be discovered due to the verbal and somatic components of it.
Yes. Yes, and he will cast his spell. Dominate person. Because I think there are humanoids. Oh, macro doesn't work. Well, I'll explain it. So, let me just paste this in here. Because basically, try to beguile a humanoid in my range. Must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or be charmed. While it's charmed, I have a telepathic link, and I can use this to issue commands without using any actions. For example, attack this creature, run over there, fetch this, etc. If I don't give it an order, it'll just try and defend and preserve itself. I can use one of my actions to directly control exactly what it does, and also use their reactions as my own. And every time it takes damage, it has to do a new wisdom saving throw, basically. So my DC is... I need to double check this because it's not showing up. Let's just use a cantrip just to check. It's 15, but my liar gives me advantage on charm effects. So
He has advantage because he's a Darrow against spells and charm.
yes, so it will be neutral.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I like how in the spell description you place it says duration. Yes.
Yes, up to 1 minute, of course. Why wouldn't it have a duration?
Darrow
Yeah.
wisdom. It's terrible.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes.
So
Wow,
that would be
crazy.
Darrow 1 that I cast it on. So he's now controlled by me.
What do we give him? Which of these modifier things? Fine. Yeah, we'll just give him like a pink aura.
Sure, it's fine.
I'm glad to know Riordan is a master of mind control. Does not make me worried at all.
His dark hands out.
Yeah, we both have advantage on it.
Buries the Darrow's mind in horrible visions as his body refuses to follow his commands.
I'm just saying the advantage thing doesn't really help us when he has a liar that gives disadvantage.
It's true, but I have faith in my wisdom saves.
I don't. It's my untrained save.
Yeah, basically, and with that, like you can hear the playing of a lyre.
Yeah.
And then like, a Darrow is like, intrude us.
Yep.
Who wants to join the combat?
Oh yes.
I'm invisible, but I will.
Oh,
Yes.
everyone, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Don't leave me out here by myself.
You're all on your own.
No!
This is the best time.
This is the time to betray them. My agreement with my uncle has come to fruition.
Kill all my friends. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That would be the best help.
Yeah.
All right. Roll on.
I go first.
Yeah, you hear the lyre and you can move.
That's nice.
Man, I roll like shit.
Out of curiosity, so this area is basically like really low, so there's no real
What area?
This right here.
Yes, it is. Basically like a small creature can squeeze there, but other people would have to crawl from over there.
Okay. And I can see the Darrow there?
Yes, they have cover, but you have seen them.
Okay. Well, since I want to play the role of since it looks like I'm going to be playing partly role of tank here for once. It's good, with roles new training from Liam, it makes perfect sense. It's a great time to try out being a tank. I suppose I'm going to breach invisibility by casting a flame bolt on the Darrow number 2, the uncharmed one. Since I'm invisible, I automatically have advantage on this. Unless he can somehow see me.
No.
I accidentally bump you while I'm playing. Oops.
In which case, that is a 16 to hit.
It hits.
That's a 16 hit for 28 fire damage, and my invisibility ends.
You grill him.
Yay!
I will then move.
Yes.
I will then
If
move.
you move into a square with fire, you fall down into the magma below.
Oh.
That is very unpleasant.
Oh dear. Okay, let's not
Avoid
try
the
that.
magma.
Yeah, I'm going to move to here as my movement, and as a quick action, I'm going to deploy the radiant power of Dawnbringer.
Woo!
Bright light.
There be light.
Everywhere.
This does give disadvantage to my control guy, but that's okay. He's fodder.
I screamed so it hurts you so.
Well, it doesn't damage him, so he doesn't have to. Stop whining. Rah.
And that is all my action spent. I can't do any more. I don't want to move away from here. I want to
Laughing at the arrow. Crazy. All right, the orcs getting up, looking as they hear the drow command of of alarm. And
They see
the
radiant light
screaming
shining around the corner.
arrow.
They see radiant light shining around the corner.
Yeah. Orcs are rather quick, as it turns out. As it'll start by trying to see what's going on here. And then, because it's an orc, it gets to bonus action move towards an enemy it can see. So it'll take its move to go over here.
Hello, Mr. Orc.
And then it'll swing its great axe at Roland.
Okay, it misses.
It tried.
Maybe I should have done it on an orc, but I couldn't see one, so it's fine.
All a bit defensively training. You need more better hit.
Yes.
So here, swings his great axe.
He misses.
Oh,
Yay! Alright, let us move. Move here first, because I can't see. That was 10. 3.
Stay behind me.
Yeah, I'll try. I just want to see things. Okay.
you
Well,
can see
Dawnbringer's
within
out.
30 of.
Yeah.
You can generally see this room.
I don't know. Somebody. Oh, my
Because
light's
you have dim light in the entirety of this room.
Alright, that's fine. Let's see here.
There you go. I enabled Dawnbringer's light.
Your Dawnbringer's out though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For some reason, the light just wasn't working for my token. So
I can see it now, though, so that's good. Let's see here. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, that would be silly, though. No. Let's see here. How many people are over there? Sure. I just want to cast a spell, but I need to check the range of this. No, I'll just blast the Orc Raider. Maybe the Durgar because Roland's in the way. So Durgar 1 down there. I can see him, right?
Got a crossbow.
Sure. I'll blast him.
Sure.
Oh, where did my cantrip go for it actually? Oh, there it is. Oof.
First one hits.
All right. That's good enough for me. And
What's your command to your?
well, let's see. Attack. This is attack the nearest enemy. So yeah.
So roll.
No enemy though.
Your enemy.
My enemy, yes.
All right. Sure.
Which amusingly is the only thing right now that would be giving me sneak attack.
Well, he is allied to us.
Yeah, I said he's
so,
giving me sneak attack.
yeah. I won't tell him to move. So.
And he will try to chuck a javelin at Roland.
Okay.
Roland is +2 AC for cover.
Oh dear.
Only tried.
That is nowhere near my 22 then.
Oh yeah, 22. Wow, that's a lot.
Then he will look at you
Oh no.
and cast a nice cube on you and the Darrow there in the opening, because he has
Sure.
to.
Sure.
Of Fairy Fire.
Oh, okay. Let's do a deck save.
I can make a deck save.
I can make a deck save, hopefully. +7. Yeah. No, he doesn't. That's okay though.
I'm just saying I successfully achieved the role of Dex tank.
I rolled higher than you. That's weird. Oh, we have the same bonus.
You both succeed, but you're glimmering.
I only have 16 decks.
Only. It's alright.
I've been taking feet, not putting things in my bullet tools.
Dodge all the lights.
Yep.
Do you know how many times I've seen Riordan fire the spell off?
Yes, I don't really use it that often
Over here,
anymore, but
and then over here. Provoking attack from Roland.
Oh, take an attack.
you can sneak attack this alright as well, can't you?
I can think like opportunity attacks. Great.
Wonderful.
So that is a 20 to hit.
Right. He will bring up his own blade, parrying the strike, giving him enough AC to not have that hit.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
He steps over here and sees 2 targets and stabs the smaller one, because that's the kind of drow he is.
Okay, sure. What's his
Stabs
roll?
at the Roland.
That would hit. Let me try and get him to not hit.
Remember, you all have +1 AC.
+1, 16. Well, I need 3 then. 4, okay. Yay.
Big stupid drow.
And he does it again.
Oh,
And misses because the orc protects you.
The paladin reaches up and parries it.
oh, thank you.
Sneers.
I don't like that poison damage. That's dangerous.
I mean, none of us like playing.
Skittering from above.
Oh, more.
My mother always told me should have been a green dragonborn.
Oh, this thing. I know what to do with this guy.
From the ceiling.
Cirilla.
Looking towards Cirilla and Gash.
Okay, that's good. Not me.
With the longbow, it has. It will attempt to shoot at you.
Try it,
Shooting
bitch.
at Cirilla because she's in front,
Oh, she fucking does it.
which is
Although, isn't she within, like, the shining daylight? I would imagine Driders have
there is
disadvantage
a
in light.
rock there.
Damn. Oh well.
Rock in the way.
Daylight. Doesn't like being in daylight. It's certainly true.
Good.
And then shoot again.
That still hits. Just.
They have the. This driver should probably be attacking me against attack rolls.
And then shoots again.
Wow, 3 attacks.
Third time. Shit.
Ow. This thing needs to go.
It
Oh.
also appears to be here, and it appears to be acting differently. Normally, Driders sort of crazy. This one appears just sort of hateful and angry, almost as whatever curse of the Drider has been upon it. isn't really affecting it the same way as other Driders you might have heard of or seen.
Right. I
So
was...
Lenovo will actually yell out there that these Driders are to be expected. He would have mentioned Driders before because a group of them tried to break free of the Drow, basically, to be their own thing, but it didn't go well for them. There are many leftover Driders around the city. Cirilla. In your veins, Drider.
Kill it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna blow quite a heavy spell, actually.
I think we'll be fine.
I don't know. That's a pretty tough thing.
Oh no, this is for the whole lot of them. It's not just for the Drider.
Oh, good, good.
Does it have
Sorry? Sorry, Doc? I still didn't hear you breaking up there.
How many combats do we expect today?
I can't imagine more than this one. I mean, this was more the only time-pressing one,
Yeah.
if I remember rightly.
We still haven't talked to the Zentaran people. We still... actually, is this the Forge?
No?
No, no.
No.
We still need to clear out that as well. I guess we don't have to do that.
We don't have to
today?
do it today, no.
It's not time sensitive. This is the only time sensitive thing we've covered.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys were leaving today. That's the only, like, big
Reason
thing.
why we're going now, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, so I'm
If
just...
that's not the case, you can shoot both of us.
I'm gonna blow something kind of big, then. So, can I go here?
No.
I basically... actually, this doesn't specify that... yeah, it doesn't say that I have to see the location. I just have to specify a location within range. Okay, but I can't see it.
You have to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you
let's
know where it
see.
is, though?
Let's see. So it appears. It doesn't say that it comes from the source. So that's good. I am going to cast Dawn,
Oh.
which will do. Oh, actually, maybe I can do this quite well.
You don't really have great vision from where you are.
Oh, but I can see there and cover that area. So I think I have a button for this. Do I do it?
You do it.
So it's a 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light, which acts as sunlight. They must all make a Constitution save, DC 15.
Yeah, each creature you would also be hitting Roland and Roland.
And yourself.
And yourself.
What? I thought it would just be a case of I can...
No, it seems like it just...
No, when the cylinder appears, each creature in it.
Each creature. I'm not used to it hitting everything.
Like a fireball.
Yeah, it's just
Weird.
a massive one. That is a massive. Holy
Oh, it's
crap.
huge. Yeah, okay. I actually thought it would not...
You that, yeah.
It would not hit everybody, so maybe I won't do that then. Because I don't want to
you
hit
should.
everyone.
You could almost kill yourself.
Oh yeah, that would almost
I mean,
kill me.
that would be a cool way to go, though.
Bright light burning your shadow into the floor.
Yeah.
What's your deity again?
Sorry?
What's your deity again?
My leaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could see like down here, that would be a whole different
You know,
story.
stop stealing my light deer's job.
If you can either... Oh, wait, you can banish this thing, right?
I was thinking just that, yeah.
That was also what I was thinking.
But
Banish
it's,
it, move
remember,
into range, and then cast it.
yeah, but remember it's a charisma save, and if this thing isn't crazy, then its charisma is probably going to be high.
Yeah,
Drow
it's worth
and
a
all.
try. I mean, at least Gesh can try again. Because
Yeah, true, we might...
Gesh's DC is crazy, so...
Yeah, let's try it. If I can't do it, then Gesh can try. And it's better trying twice and getting at least one.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm going to try and banish the Drider.
That's still a good
It is
DC.
a charisma save, you said?
Yes,
Yeah.
charisma save 15.
Does not get disadvantage on that because of the...
Come on. Natural one.
No.
Makes it. That's fine.
That's a good
Skitters with
roll.
his long legs, like stepping around as your magic smashes against it, almost causing it to disappear before it like claws its way back into reality.
I will, however, stay where I am and not move forward.
That sounds like a good idea.
So that'll be it.
Sure. Before I go over here, Curses will use his enlarge person spell. Enlarge. Stand there.
I hope he doesn't fall into that magma.
Oh dear.
He's very good at standing. The other one, though, will move over here. He tries to take a pot shot at Roland, unable to really fit himself in. He just throws a javelin. Is he actually within range? Or does it disadvantage?
But that means that's a really long way to throw a javelin.
Yeah. No. Nah, he won't do that. Instead, he'll just make himself invisible. He can do that.
Like that Durga has that on his resume. Very good at standing.
I mean, they're dwarves, right?
Yes.
Not to push around. Well, dwarves would say they're different dwarves, but they are dwarves. You hear more skittering from above, but nothing more descends right now.
Okay.
This one will try to strike this orc. With his hooked spear,
Yes.
striking from above, so he has like an advantage.
Go, my minion.
This orc doesn't expect it. Oh, he misses the orc. I'm trying hard.
You mind control the tiniest thing here.
It's the only thing I can see.
And after having a nice moment to relax and have a nice cup of tea,
Yeah.
Gesh can take this turn.
Now, Gesh is an observer most of the time, and he likes the idea Cyrilla had, so you'll show her how it's done.
Please fail though.
Yeah. I hope it gets like a 20.
Let's see. Can Gesh also see the drow from here?
Yeah.
This guy. Because Gesh's magic, powerful. Casting Banishment as a 5th level spell will target 2 creatures, so I might as well banish the drow.
Wait, can you see the big guy, the big Juragar that enlarges himself?
I don't think I have enough range for
Yes?
You could see him.
Get him.
Six-
He's too big.
60 feet.
65.
Oh. That's so close.
No, I'm not worried about him.
If you
Gesh
step
will-
forward, you could do it.
I don't want to step forward.
Oh.
I'm sticking to my plan as Gesh will cast Banishment.
Right.
Woo.
What is it? DC 18.
18. What?
18.
Oh. 19?
What? No.
18.
18.
18, oh.
He has his rod of
Wow.
warlock.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
On the
Forgot.
drow, on the drider. Drider's
No.
gone.
Bye.
That was his.
This is what scares me the most, that the Gesh can do kind of
Maybe
save.
it's a charm spell, basically. Charming him to leave.
That's an abjuration spell. It's not a charm spell.
It is not a charm spell.
Oh, I almost made it, but no. They both get poofed.
It's the serpentine black smoke being emitted by the rod smashes into them, and they pop.
So they will appear back here at the end of turn. End of Gesh's turn on turn 10.
Yeah.
Unless
the
he loses
concentration
concentration,
breaks.
yeah. Protect Gesh. He's a
Yeah, I'm just going to leave now. Goodbye. I'm done.
You could probably move back if you wanted to.
So, time to go Orc Hunting, I suppose?
Yeah, sounds good.
I will attack Orc Raider number 4, I suppose? I like number 4. With Dawnbringer. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, that's 23 plus 18 5.
Alright, so we have a lot.
That's 14 plus 18, which is 4 plus 8, 22,
Lot.
13.
That is it all.
As Dawnbringer is getting an actual taste of evil.
Slay the evil. Destroy it.
You know, maybe all the people here are just desperate orphans. We wouldn't know.
Well, considering they were talking about
I mean-
bringing the greatness of their house.
They are misunderstood, Cyrilla.
Anything else?
Quick action, I shoot a glare back at Gash and my turn.
Also, I'm kidding.
Yeah, of course.
Orc
He destroys his body one shot.
and attack rolling.
No. Want to join the party?
Go here. Swing it, Roland.
No.
Jordan.
All right. Let's see here.
Like the shield.
Yeah, it's nice. I would like to fire a ball right now. Actually, I think that would be nice. Yeah, I think I will. Let me just measure this out in my head. Not in my head.
I might recommend this one.
Yeah, I was just about to do that. That's 20, right? Yes. Gonna cast a fireball there.
Alright.
And they just perfectly fit inside of it.
Yeah, the magma explodes as well, or something. I don't know. Anyway, yes. Fireball.
17. 15.
Darn. Oh, that dex save it should be 15 because I haven't updated the macro.
Right. So they all make it the orcs. Then we have the Dwargar.
Yeah, I should just edit that. There we go.
He fails.
There's one.
And this drow.
Alright. Still 14 damage. Still
Apparently
14.
we missed into Woodwagar because I'm pretty sure he's there.
Yay.
So about being excellent at standing. I don't think he proved that.
Oh, the orcs roar. They're angry. They feel this blood. Full
Uh,
of fury.
And instead of commanding his Darrow to attack, he will ask him to try and grapple one of the orcs.
Alright, he is small.
Yes. Still,
and not
still
very strong.
no.
He
But
could just aid me.
it's better than attacking because he probably won't hit.
He might as
so-
well aid me in that case. Might be better.
I don't know if you can do that. Let's see. If you command to the creature which it does its best to obey. Alright, well, okay. You can attempt to aid Roland in attacking, I suppose. So,
Maybe better. Because it prevents natural ones from being as big of an issue.
oh sure, okay then.
I know where to go. Otherwise, we'll go here. Better to swing its axe as this traitorous thing.
Sure.
Having advantage because of the.
Ow, it's probably dead, right?
Should have used that in rolling, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, he's taking
I mean, the
another.
problem is we did that Roland.
And cut the Darrow in pieces.
I mean, I'm just disappointed with a shield spell.
That's
like
fine with
green.
me though.
Because essentially, for these guys to actually hurt me, they have to essentially roll a 26.
I'm interested in using a spell. Oh, I should have used that spell instead. Oh well, it's fine.
There's a drow.
Drow's gonna do like a lightning bolt or something and kill us all.
Not quite.
Past dawn.
Sunlight.
Can't really. I don't think it-
Well, as a drow, it'd be a very effective weapon.
He will in fact try to shoot his hand crossbow
Oh sure.
at Jordan.
Oh sure, that's fine. I have nothing.
He has
to cause.
disadvantage on it because it is too far.
All right. Let me try. Oh, 18. So let me
18
try.
versus 16 AC.
Yeah, let me try and make a miss.
Yes.
There we go.
And potentially being poisoned is terrible.
You shoot like your mother.
Tried. These guys are away in banishment. Can't get out anyway. Do they get a save at the end of the turn? I don't think so.
No,
No.
they're stuck there. They're incapacitated there.
Really?
Well, I'm hurt. No one else is. And it looks like those orcs are pretty much done. So what I will do is first I shall cure wounds myself. Just to bring me up a little bit. And then I shall travel 25. Ooh. No, I'm not going to be able to squeeze past. What are these guys' attacks like?
Yeah.
Hefty.
Not good to hit, but a lot of damage.
I mean, there's nothing right now of immediate danger. You could just pick off things if you'd like.
Yeah, I was just looking for a better line of sight, but I think I can see the drow from here
You
anyway.
can.
Yeah.
So let's use an old spell that I haven't used in a very long... Actually, I can't use a spell because I just used a spell to heal myself. So I won't use a spell.
You will glare with righteous damnation.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Roland's doing pretty well.
That was a good fly. No one's even forced me to proc a shield yet.
I don't think anyone except Cyril has got damaged, so.
Yeah, so I'll just leave it at that.
You know, you're healing by taking damage meant for us.
Yeah, that fucking Drider, man.
Yeah, it's horrible. Still need
Try
to
to
deal
force
with
me to
it.
proc a shield though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
This guy is invisible.
Who knows? He doesn't.
I could guess where it is.
Yep. Then the skittering from above is revealed as the other Drider climbs
Oh,
down.
wonderful.
Yay, I'm in perfect striking spot.
It knows what to do.
It knows what to do.
Could you not?
Move here to attack Gash with its poisonous bite.
Right, well, that's a hit.
Not much we're doing about that.
How much poison?
8. Okay.
Oh, it's a lot of poison.
Time for Gesh to melt.
Make a save.
Ring is lost.
Good. Actually, what happens when it comes back? Because it's now on the space. Does it just get crushed into each other?
You move, generally, the rules is you move it to the next available space.
Yep,
Okay.
they appear in the next available spot.
Nice.
That is a miss.
Oh yes, it is. I was gonna say.
That is not a miss.
Oh, you could do it. You could do it. One more save.
I believe in you, Gash.
This
Yeah.
yeah.
You made it.
It's also poison.
Oh, but hey, you saved us.
To raise the DC, right?
Wait, what?
Oh, it only raises the DC, so you shouldn't have had to take a second con
Yeah.
save there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should still have
And you did
that.
roll a 22 on that save, so you did it by more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I should still be concentrating.
yeah, you should.
You know,
Just,
mean-
we'll just assume you are. It's fine. You don't have to.
Just
No,
use
I
a
want-
minor illusion.
press the button again and give me back the spell slot.
Sure.
All right. Well, that's its turn as it tries to stab Gash. He's saying,
I mean, it does successfully stand.
back. Gash.
Flee!
Just run away. Into the
Get
fire.
out. Yeah.
You know, I can
so-
put a sanctuary on you if you want.
I'm sort of half tempted, although I don't think that's the best move here, to intentionally end concentration and then banish both riders.
That would be
But what if it fails?
Yeah, that's all.
I can attempt to disable it for a while. We should see.
I might be able to banish it still.
I think Gash is going to go on the defensive here and protect himself with the armor of Agathis. Cover himself in cold.
You said it
Difficulty
You say the defense. That's the most offensive defensive spell in the world.
It really
Yeah,
is.
it's pretty good. 25 temporary hit points.
The best defense is a defense with offense.
And whenever he strikes me, he takes 25 cold damage. So
25.
come at me.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
I said the most offensive defensive spell in the world.
No, I'm staying here. I don't want to get stabbed. Although it would be a dick move to just
Fun.
provoke. Nah.
Right.
Oh, you just intentionally provoke just to get him
Yeah.
to attack you. Yeah, I don't know.
That's such a Gesh move.
Yeah. I can make him. Oh no, I can't actually. I can run away. It's gonna do, I think.
I'll be right back.
Sure. Huh.
I would like to be the one, you know, in one sense, I'd be like the one face tanking that Strider, because I can actually probably face tank it.
Yeah.
These orcs to get rid of first. So.
I can get rid of them. Like I can get rid of them completely, all three of them in one go. Like no question. If you want to go for the Drider.
I'll delay until after reorder.
You can't delay. You just gotta go.
Oh, I can't. Okay.
I think it's
Yeah.
the fireball.
It's not a fireball. It's
No?
something else.
In which case, if I can't do that, then well, I don't want to move and have them beat up Valky. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, they will.
Yeah, I've got. I'm fine with the Drider, man. I am tanky.
Okay. Okay, I leave it in the hands of Cyrilla. If you die, it's your fault.
Sure. If you get rid of the drow though, would be nice.
I can't do that right now.
Oh.
But I suppose I can make sure I can just make sure some of these orcs are at least gone probably. No.
Yeah.
So southernmost orc, you're my tribute.
Yes. He's dead.
Very nice.
But orc, you forgot your extra 5 damage.
See if they can hurt you. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
14 damage.
Oh,
I can't
actually,
stop that one because that's a crit.
wonderful.
You know what this means?
What
I'm
does
just going to
this
half the damage.
Ah. Yeah, I would have been able to help you anyway because I
Let's
already
see if
used
he
it.
can do the same thing. Oh, look at that. 4 damage.
4 damage.
Crit crap.
Oh no, it hits me for 4 damage. No.
No. Well, this is a slight issue. Let's see here. What is 60 feet? Ugh.
You can hit the drowns.
Yes, but I'm making something that is 60 feet long.
It's within
Possibly. We'll see. It is, but I don't know if I want to waste that. Nah, I'll wait. Although,
That's a good fireball target.
yeah, I'll pop another fireball. Why
You
not?
do that.
Sure. Another fireball there. Oof, that's a good roll.
That's very high damage.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Drygar's in there as well. I thought he would be.
37.
Wonderful.
So that is then
17. 18.
18.
Okay.
Yeah.
18.
Someone lost their invisibility.
Oh. Well, he's dead too, so.
Wait,
Is he not? No, he's not.
No,
He's
it's not.
sneaky person. I see you.
Try it.
I was tempted to make a wall of fire, which would have hit him anyway with the way I was doing it, so.
And the 2 orcs.
They will die because they, no matter what, they will die.
That was. I see. Alright.
But that's also why I targeted one at the bottom because that way we put the fireball to hit everything like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think he will want to move. Maybe.
Okay.
No, actually, he'll stay here. The Drider can't do much to him right there. He's fine.
Just over here? and we'll try to take a pot shot at Nord with his last of these poison darts. No, 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 terrible shot. Well, we'll draw his short sword.
I convinced him to jump into the
Really?
magma.
Well, I have a big Drider in front of me.
Yes.
Now,
There might be 2 of those soon.
there may be 2 of them pretty soon, and that terrifies me. So, I want to start off a series of events.
So firstly, a volcanic eruption.
Oh God, please don't do that.
No, no volcanic eruption. Not this time, at least.
Fire turret.
That's good.
I am going to do our favourite, as there's going to be at least 2 of these bastards in a minute. Let's get some Spirit Guardians out for some consistent damage.
Sounds good.
Summoning the forces
Is
of
any creature within 15 feet?
Designate any creature.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
to be unaffected by it. So.
Oh, I have to note
The
that.
roll is not affected.
No, I have to note that you can see, because if I'm normally invisible, then it doesn't work on me.
It's killed.
Yeah, well.
Or if you blind Cirilla, then she can't.
And you can't avoid it.
I don't think Cirilla would cast that if she couldn't see a thing. It seems very
Yeah.
Already can.
But I can. It's fine. So that's a thing. That's at 48 as I cast it at level 4. That was my standard action. There is not a single bonus action cantrip for a cleric. So she's just going to move down here.
Very, very few bonus action cantrips in general.
Opportunity?
Oh, attack of opportunity? What?
Yeah, for moving within.
The Drider? I can move
No,
within its range.
Oh, yeah. That's the different.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
5th edition I can move. No problem.
All these systems, man.
What is this? What is this outsider magics?
That guy moves in here and swings his make at Nord.
Oh my God, go away. Oh, ow.
14.
I can't do much about that.
Not a lot, but you know what?
It's enough to hurt.
Just
Ow.
planned to do that with advantage, but turns out it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Maybe the surprise of seeing pop out there was as much. Well, this guy will keep a bite on Gesh.
Haven't made that.
Let's see.
Here's a hit.
2 plus how much damage?
4, 8.
Sure.
5 damage. Alright. He will take 25 cold damage.
Doesn't seem like a good deal.
No.
I did lose the banishment tower from
Alright,
Oh,
so nearest possible.
It's back.
They can climb. I'm gonna say that this would be the nearest possible instead of on the other side of Gesh.
Well, can't see it.
Just remove this. Invisible again.
Oh my God, no.
Yep, that's why I moved there.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
but it also has to do the wisdom save.
Yep,
Yes.
because it's... Oh, it failed. That it does 48.
Oh my God, 48 is amazing.
48, 24 damage.
Yes.
It turns
Radiant
its
damage.
attention to
That matters.
Cirilla and begins stabbing her.
Aw.
But it's not his turn.
But
though.
it's not me.
No, it's a Drider who started this mess.
Oh, the
Yeah.
second one. I was gonna say, yeah, sure.
So 13 damage.
That's fine.
Oh no, Cirilla.
It'll
No.
do it again.
Yeah, I can last. I can last.
11 damage.
Oh God, this is terrible.
It is that you wanted to get rid of that terrible, terrible thing you made.
Oh boy.
Well, actually, it started its turn, so it.
So it took
It-
damage, yeah.
Oh well, I thought you did it for the Drider 1 because he's appeared in the.
No. He's it's not been his turn yet.
Okay, good.
Well,
He'll take it at the start of turn.
Cash helps.
Gash is going to spend his action to draw on the power of the rod and get a spell slot back. Then, as a bonus action, he's going to Hex Strider 2.
Right.
Oh,
Which
wait.
ability score?
Strength, I do believe.
Sounds good. Oh, I have an idea.
Wisdom could have been funny.
Yes, but strength is good.
Strength's good. Yeah, I agree.
It shows up as a Warlock free spell. Oh, that's fine. I don't want to give him back the spell slot. Technically, it would last for up to 8 hours, but I don't think that's relevant.
No.
I really
It's
hope
a
not.
standard and a bonus, so that's his turn. He's not going to move.
Oh, you don't want to provoke?
Roll it.
No.
Okay, toggle reaction. Okay. We've got a Dwerger and we've got an Elite Drow Soldier. Both of them are bad. The Elite Drow Soldier is admittedly a lot worse.
Studded leather and shield raised.
I mean, I also have the Drider behind me as well.
I can.
You can't actually. The Drider's not engaged with you because I can just the rock there blocks it. Only small creatures can really utilize those spaces.
Okay, so in that case,
Okay.
let's see. Do I take care of the Dwerg? I'll just get him out of the picture, or do I focus on the Drow?
Just ignore that.
I think take out the draw first.
Okay, he's a lot tougher. So, I can try. I will make a swing against the Drow Elite, who parried me once before, damn him.
Yes.
28 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
He takes 17 plus 9 for 36. Radiant.
17 plus 9.
12 plus 9. Sorry. Okay, I know, I'm still getting it wrong. No. You did. Sorry. Yes, you did call me wrong.
17 plus 9 is a
Yeah, I somehow got 10
28.
extra. Yeah, I somehow got 10 extra. Sorry.
That makes more sense.
26.
Yep. You cut him with the light blade. It doesn't.
Oh, he's annoying.
Because I can technically give Dawnbringer as a quick action, I'll make the light brighter.
He doesn't like it. Hates you for that. Riordan.
Riordan will Hex Strider 1. Well, because he has it as a free spell per day. Targeting strength. And let's see. Well, I don't have much cantrips that are useful.
So
Oh, big blast.
Yeah, but
You did just cast a spell, though. You can't cast another spell.
You can cast another
I
cantrip.
can cast cantrips though.
It has to be a bonus action. Yeah, it can be a standard action because that's bonus.
Yeah. I'm just tempted to just attack my rapier instead because I think it's a better chance of hitting. But I want to get rid of the Jorgar though, because he's annoying.
I
So
mean, your Eldritch Blast might be better than that one. Up to you.
You are in. You would have a disadvantage in using a ranged attack because you're in melee with more
yeah.
than the creature you're attacking.
Okay, sure. I'll use my rapier on well, yeah. Let's finish off the
As you're going
Jorgar.
to be paying attention in fencing classes.
Well, I try. The question is, do I have it equipped? Yes, I do. Okay. Let's attack with it.
Yeah, sure. Hit the door.
Yes, for 8.
Kill him
Oof, okay. That's good.
with your own two hands.
Yes.
Mind control and murder is really moving up in the world.
I know, Gesh. It's great.
Any movement?
No. I don't think any movement would be good for me here. No.
All right. Let's draw. Stop here.
Oh, god damn it.
Swings at Jordan with his short sword.
That's a miss. Oh, did you get 2 attacks?
Yes.
Alright. Oh, well, that doesn't work either because I just got a 1. So I still get hit.
Mhm.
That's
Right.
annoying.
So let's hit 21 damage.
21. Oh, god damn it. Alright, well, that's Hexagon.
Mhm.
That's what you hope for. Always stat the wizard, as they know.
I know.
He's
Oh,
not a
have
wizard.
I-
Oh,
Beyond that, taking out an enemy number would be much more beneficial to them. So he will step and roll as well. Oh, yeah, Riordan. Nope.
Miss.
And yes, for 7.
I presume those guys don't have any problem with Dawnbringer shining in their face then.
They do actually, yeah.
So that's a miss.
That's a miss then. Right?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, okay. Good.
I just checked upside, but the other one was like a 23.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
Okay, Roland,
Right.
Roland shining Dawnbringer right up next to them.
Yeah, that's the Drider. But luckily, it doesn't see him. It will stab Cyrilla because she is being mean to it. Actually, try to bite her first.
Well, it's got to also take a save.
Wisdom save.
Yes.
It's good damage.
Three.
It's a lot of damage. That's
3.
why they very want to get rid of it.
3 plus poison?
Yes, which is 14.
Oh,
They don't do so much damage per strike,
I
but they
am going to
do
go
a lot of
down.
strikes.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he'll
These next 2
He's
get me,
sword.
then I'm going to go down. That's a miss.
Oh.
and
Oh, miss! Ha ha!
Nice.
Cyrilla.
The life cleric's luck.
Very happy how that turned out.
Yeah. Oh, actually. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Pinned against the side here of the rock with the 2 Driders, just like legs like stabbing everywhere as the like, just swim from ducks and
Well,
skittering the heat.
this is the perfect time to use my latest and greatest spell.
Not Dawn, right?
No, not Dawn. No. no, no,
Okay,
no.
good.
I'm not going to go out in
Oh,
a beautiful sunlight.
Malaki!
Nope, it's
Master.
instead going to be Mask Your Wounds.
Oh, yes. Woo. Awesome. I appreciate that.
It doesn't. It
You can
doesn't.
attack Roland, of course, but you can see the others.
Okay. All right.
I mean that's fine. I'm not that hurt. So,
Yeah.
But it's a lovely 34 healing for me.
Oh, I need to get out of this position. I think I will next.
Are you saying you don't like face tanking?
No, I'm leaving. Oh, sorry. Next turn. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, look how healthy everybody is now.
until the Drider's next turn is over.
Yeah, but she's just like flagging them. Also, it said that I lost concentration, but I need to re-roll that. I do apologize.
Oh, because you have Warcaster.
Because
right?
I have Warcaster and it doesn't and I fail it anyway.
No.
So it's gone.
Darn it.
Strider. It could attack Gesh, who's sort of making it have a disadvantage, but it really it hurts so bad to do so.
Go to Gesh. Make it hurt you.
You know you want
Yeah,
to.
it has to try. Let's start by biting him. No, that's a miss.
Oh.
Swing blade. No.
No.
Okay, well, clearly this disadvantage is not doing great things for it.
He does.
That's a hit.
Does it even need
Just a hit. So
the disadvantage?
Yes. I'm sad to say, you just took damage.
Yeah, I took 12 damage. He takes 25.
mhm.
And I keep the spell.
I mean, it's
like
damage
this
that he
trade. I like this
technically
trade.
doesn't have. Oh wow, this is good.
But I do like this unequal exchange.
Yeah.
And the thing when you don't do a lot of damage but too many hits, this is
It's really bad against this spell in particular.
doesn't like it.
Yeah.
What can he do, right? Attack the heavy armored person with a disadvantage, or yeah. Gosh.
Well, Gesh will, first of all, be encouraged by Jimjo, who has probably a great idea for trying something ridiculous. And
Grab his leg.
he bets that Gesh can do it.
Yeah.
I will use to give me advantage on my first roll.
You can do it.
And then Gesh will point blank blast this Strider in the face. Well, first one is a 24.
That hits.
Second one is well, technically it's a 13 because I still get +1 from the rod. But
Oh yeah.
13 probably not enough.
Please,
Yeah, pretty strong, like carapace.
So, hex on top for 14 damage. Good.
Blasts. Roland. Seems like you're not the favorite target right now.
I'm not. No.
Easier to stab the halfling.
You will be soon because I'm gone next turn, so you might as well put yourself in a better position.
I can't really move into a better position. There's nowhere better to go.
True.
I want to be in your space.
There is that magma pool over there. If you want to jump in.
Die.
It's better than being here.
Impossible to resist.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I do at least. I still have my my sneak attack at the moment. So, against Drow Elite Warrior number 2, I suppose I'm going to take a swing at it.
All right.
That is 22.
22. He reaches up his blade and parries it.
You can parry me a second time. Damn it.
Oh, that's annoying.
Actually, no. 22 is one too high for him to do that. So yeah.
Ah!
Yes. Oh, that's a good sneak attack.
32.
Oof.
Bloody him with the strike.
And then just because I got injured before, right? And still I couldn't heal. I can do this now. I regain 11 hit points a second win.
Oh, nice, actually. Ooh. I forgot about that.
So I'm at full health again.
Roland.
Yeah, he doesn't like being a punching bag, and he is going to leave. He is going to cast Dimension Door and teleport himself out of this mess. Teleport himself behind Gesh. So, here.
Teleport myself 200 feet straight upwards.
Yeah, and fall to my death.
I mean, it's better than him saying I teleport myself 500 feet straight
Yeah, I can't really get past these guys, but wait, no, I can. I'm just being dumb. Here I am.
Your
Save me
dimension
down.
door was having trouble pathfinding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just in case you're like, I think 13 feet to 70 degrees angle, and then inside rock in your arms, like.
Yeah. Well, I think no. Well, if that happens, then I just take damage and it doesn't work. So I take 4d6 force damage and I don't teleport.
That still suck.
Yeah, it still sucks.
Great.
Yeah.
But yeah, you appear.
That's good. I'm alive. And I don't do anything else because I can't.
See, I always picked that as a
Saying it wrong.
fail-safe. That
Is this by one?
in the spell you go in and then...
He misses by one.
Good rolls though. Just not enough. Don't like the light. That's the problem. Really.
Imagine those rolls on me.
And no.
Phew.
Can you, like, move a step back?
My one here has no real choice. So Cirilla is the target.
Fucking... No, not you. No,
Target
real.
of bite.
Roller. Miss.
And then long swording.
Hits.
Alright. So that is 9.
Okay. I'll do the whole
And-
lot. Okay, just 9.
Yeah, on my turn, I'll move one space to the left so my light shines into your area.
Yes, that would be lovely. Right, well... I'm still being attacked. And I'm not a fan.
I don't suppose you can cast armor back at this, can you?
I cannot, in fact, cast...
Well, that can be remedied if you want to be able to in the future.
No.
Forcibly.
I'm quite okay.
Power of
What
the Dark Ones is indiscriminate.
What I could do... no, that doesn't quite work. Because of the wording. I'm trying to think of a good, like... I'm trying to figure out what I could do as like a blast, but I really don't have big area, or just small area blasting, in fact. Other than my spirit card.
Poison spray.
Sorry?
You'd like poison spray? Well, that'd be better against these guys, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't have poison spray as a cleric.
Just Dawn, just do it now.
It is
Kill us
war.
all.
I mean, everyone's well healed up, so.
Yeah.
Well, apart from me, and I could
Well,
actually
it's
kill
pretty
myself.
good at damage. What's the worst thing that could happen, right?
Well, plus
Well,
I
you
don't
could-
have
you
the
could-
5th level spell, so.
Yeah.
But I could easily kill myself. It's 4d10 damage, so
That would be a unfitting end.
it would suck. I guess she's a little hurt. I'm sort of hurt. That's sort of hurt. I'll tell you what I'll do is I will healing word myself.
Okay.
At what level? I'm not sure. 3. Fuck it. Why not? That'll do. And then I shall. I think it's Word of Radiance that is the AoE. Yes, it is. So I shall then Word of Radiance. So the 2 Driders have to do DC 14 con, which they might be fine with. We'll take 12. A little bit of damage. And a little bit of healing for myself. Fail? Actually, it's DC 15. I should really change that. And he makes it so he doesn't take any.
Sure.
Alright.
So this Strider is clever Strider because it has bitten that stupid ice thing and it hates it. And I figured I thought it should have really done this earlier because it takes out its bow. Sure, it has disadvantage, but it's better than touching Gash. I'm trying to point blank him with a bow.
I mean, has a point.
Did you
Well,
explode though? Anyway, or is it?
no, it's only melee attacks.
Oh, that's annoying.
11 damage.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yes.
That is annoying.
And then 14 damage.
Well.
Actually, the first one doesn't hit because it's a disadvantage, so it has.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the second one doesn't hit.
Oh.
Actually, it does. It does.
It does
Yeah,
hit,
it
yeah.
does.
Unfortunately, but
14
still,
damage from
that's
that one.
good.
And then
Oh.
it'll finish it off with the last shot with disadvantage here.
That misses.
14 misses.
Phew.
Not good, but you can see the ice is disappearing. And they
Oh, the ice is gone. I like that though.
taint the concentration though.
I don't suppose you can make more ice.
No. Out of juice.
Yes.
I'm out of a big spell juice, but I'm not out of hurdy juice. So blast this guy. 23 and 27. Those are good rolls.
2 hits.
For a total of 26, 34 in damage. Force and necrotic. There you go.
Blasted. Thrown back a bit. He hits the ceiling, like falls down, like twists and turns as it does like spider thing, and crumbles its legs up around it. Self. Dead.
And
Why did you stop concentrating on hex?
because shit, yeah, I should have
Just
done
hex
that.
spell, you move it.
You move it on your bonus.
That is true. Bonus action to move the hex to this guy.
No. Oh, right.
And then, because this guy might have the same idea, actually, nah. He'd have disadvantage. Move back the goddess.
Did you say you're going to move to the left,
Oh.
Roland?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I don't need to, but I might as well so I can actually target everything now, probably.
Okay.
As now the dried up, not only is it hex, but it also has light shining at it. Bad day.
He does not like.
Sadly, I can no longer sneak attack. Actually, that's not true. I can sneak attack the dried up.
You sure has a fiery mace.
No, she's
that's not
using.
I'm gonna stab the dried up.
She's using a longsword that she keeps adding. That she constantly has divine strike on.
Alright.
So it glows with divine energy that she pours into it.
Right? It takes an additional 18.
Jordan.
Yeah, question. Are these cave walls, are they walls, or is it just like a drop to our left and right, or is it a wall?
Oh, it's walls.
Ah, okay, that's an issue. Okay, that's fine. I need to move closer because I cannot see. There we go. What to do?
Don't lightning bolt me.
I can't anyway. I'm a bard. I think he's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on one of the warriors. Drow Elite Warrior 2. How about that? We'll cast it as a level 2 because I don't use those. So I have to make a save.
Yes. Let's try to make a save.
Oh, just. Still takes 8 damage.
Psychic.
Yes, 8 damage.
Alrighty.
Melty brain.
Yeah. I was gonna cast a wall, but you're in the way, so I don't want to burn you to death.
Notices that he hasn't used his crossbow much. Step back and try to shoot Roland with it.
You can try.
Oh,
21 and 5, and it goes.
Well, at 21, a 21 would threaten to hit me. Indeed, yes.
do you have a shield?
Of course, I have a shield.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
I now have 25 AC.
That's great.
This worked on you once before. So all of you got taken by drowsy poison. This guy, I mean, he can try to hit you, but chances that it doesn't work because you have so much AC. So
I mean, he doesn't know how much AC I have.
no, but with a shield, you have a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, an actual shield, add a shield spell. It's great.
Yeah, that's good.
This Strider disadvantaged, just not in a good place, really.
I'm saying I feel Leon would be proud.
Try to get rid of the spell is really its best option. Disadvantage on melee attacks, also has it on its bow attacks. It'll try to bow attack with disadvantage. Gash.
10.
Nope.
Do that. No.
Yes.
It is still burning your temp, though, right? You don't have any. Oh, you do have
I
any.
don't have any tap left.
Oh no.
12 damage.
12 damage. Right. Cap the spell. That's all that matters.
Barely.
Oh, it hates it.
18, that's also it.
It does like almost the same amount of damage anyway with its bow. It's annoying.
Its bite attack is its best attack. But,
Yeah.
it has a lot more poison with it. Yeah, I mean, it's not really good position. I guess too good at concentrating. Cirilla.
Well, there is a thing here, and I have some spell slots free. So I feel like I might as well try and kill this thing, and I've got a pretty good spell that does some pretty good killing. So Cirilla will actually reach out to touch the Drider with it, inflict wounds, and that must be the worst roll in history. Wow.
10
It was
on 40, 10.
It was a good attack roll, though.
Bloody
Oh.
the rider.
I feel ashamed and depressed. That'll be my goddamn turn.
Dead? Gash.
Well, Gash, first of all, will tell Fingermuncher to stop dozing off and get in there.
Oh yeah, I
think
forgot
it
about
was
him.
dozing off.
Yeah.
He will give Roland assistance, advantage against this guy.
Well, that guy is now dead.
And then Gash will blast the Drider.
Yes.
With a crit.
Those are both hits.
A crit for a total of, let's see, so 18 on the first one, 13 on the second one. There's a d6 on both, so a total of 3d6, because the first one is doubled. Total of 39 damage. Smashing into it.
Rider back, having just been bloodied, and it basically took that amount again.
Rolling a 20 and a 19, I like that.
Rolling.
Well, since Fingermuncher suddenly flew over and decided to start distracting the Drow Elite, Roland will take this opportunity to thrust his shining sword through him.
See it.
Is that 26? Well, 21 plus 9, so 30.
Oh, nice.
Cut him
Wow.
down.
I mean, that was the only thing I was missing, because I don't have Liam to normally give me advantage. So,
Yeah.
Jordan.
Ugh, I don't have any good like single target blast spells really, but I'm gonna
I'm
cast
sorry,
it.
we already killed the army.
Yeah, I know. I just want to finish this Strider off, and all I have is a cantrip. Well, I'll cast Dissonant Whispers again. Why not? I have.
But it's the best cantrip in the game.
On whom?
It is good, but you know, I'm gonna cast it as a level 4. Yeah, level 4.
On the Drider? Or...
Yes, on the Drider. I want it to die. 25 damage. There we go.
Grasps its head. It's just an unholy screech. As the terrible things that Riordan speaks in its ears is just too much for it, so it dies.
Good.
Hearing what he has in his mind.
Teleports into the magma. And I'll move a bit. Actually, no, I don't want to get shot. I'll stay here. Actually, I'll move back one so he can't see me.
We'll level his crossbow. Not thinking he has much of a chance now, but what else is he gonna do, right?
Oh!
Miss.
Miss.
Yeah, oh yeah, missed because, yeah. Like, I saw the 21, it's like, ooh, maybe? No.
I'm rooting for you. You can hit eventually in your life. Oh, he's running away.
That's not gonna help him.
Really?
Realize who
him.
he's fighting, right?
Well,
Yeah.
guess he's running away. I'll just move up here and shoot him with magics.
Foul magics.
Magic.
Hey, that's a good roll. Hey.
Miss.
Ah,
Oh. Damn it.
Magic PM.
it was average roll. Good damage.
Yeah, that's a
Well, is it worth asking this guy to? Nah, I'll just ask questions to his corpse.
speak with dead.
Might be harder to convince if he's dead, but who cares?
He'll give you something cryptic.
Jack
of
will
course.
blast the guy. He will have soft cover from shooting through allies. So the first one would be a 16, technically, effectively.
Misses.
The other one is a 1.
He nimbly dodges them.
But he will get hexed.
Oh yes.
Because I ended the hex again because I'm stupid. It's still
It's
running.
okay. It's been a while since we used text, so.
Oh, he better use that crossbow now, because his strength is now being hampered.
But also, I need to be within 60.
Oh,
Actually, no, within 90. That's fine.
He's moved out ground for... He's, Oh no, he's outside of, like, my 30-foot range! Cunning action, I dash.
Yes.
The roll and everyone knows.
He's like, he's an elf. I know how far he can move, and then you just like lightning bolt your way over.
Is Fingermuncher being lazy again?
He shouldn't be. Come on. What am I paying you for? Actually, let's see.
You need a
Yes, he will be lazy because he's out of range.
you need a
60 feet.
finger muncher assistant AI to
Yeah.
Finger
Do all
munching
that
is
for you.
familiar.
yeah.
Yeah, roll and then we'll just dash up to here and proceed to stab at this guy. Oh, no, that's a miss.
you're
Okay, well. Let's see, 10.
I still have sunlight in his face though. So
15.
I'd be unhappy about
Move
that.
through Cirilla because I'm a halfling. Pop over here and then blast him without any issues. I guess. Yes, let's do that. I'm guessing the last one is the only one that hits.
yes.
Or 6.
As we have an epic battle above a magma pool.
Yeah. It's Star Wars all over again.
You roll in, realizing that he cannot flee. He can literally only stand and fight and miss.
Yeah, Roland is not the easiest
Really?
person to get away from.
Yeah.
I can dash super fast. I can teleport. I'm really, really hard to get rid of.
You're a good tank now. You're a really good tank now.
Oh,
I was training with Liam for a
come
reason.
here and then do a similar thing because we get stuff for it. So, wow. It's like
Wow.
a 3, I
Nice.
think. Yep, 3. It's good.
The rolls are coming bad today.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
I mean, it's going to go over here and blast him. For terrible rolls.
Nope, none of that.
But now Finger Muncher feels brave enough to actually do something.
Smite him. For justice.
20.
No.
Oh my god.
Wait, he's not wood. Is he? Oh, he's just a wood melee weapon now. Okay, yes. Oh no, he parried me.
He's trying his best not to die. Keep blasting him. 18, 21?
Both hit.
15.
Like, it's great, that you can block my single strike, but you're being peppered.
It's a pretty strong strike.
Yeah.
Feeble attack. Well, a
Oh
16.
no.
Finally!
Okay.
That is
Advantage. He doesn't.
Yeah,
get
there's the
to-
bright light. He misses.
Oh, I
And
keep
he does the hex
forgetting.
and strength and everything.
Well, he's using short sword, so he's probably using dex. But
He is actually.
the bright light is the problem.
Yeah.
All his stuff is also breaking because it's Drow made.
Just
Yeah.
don't break. Don't use any more spells.
I see Cirilla coming up with a flanking maneuver.
You know what? I'll just double move. Fuck it. Hey, Finger Muncher.
Hi.
Good thing about you falls in the magma.
He's flying.
You
knows-
have wings, and also you aren't real, so don't worry.
He turns into cinder. Literally.
Gash will continue blasting. 23
Yes.
Artillery squad, go.
or an extra 4, so 10. Oh, come on. Just die already.
It's like in Warhammer,
24.
when trying to kill somebody. Oh my god.
Can't parry that.
That should do it.
Yes, that should.
31. As Roland will proceed to strike at him and throw him into the magma.
Into the magma! Ah, no, that's not
You
do that.
guys, even now hating you for what you are.
Oh, well. Join the club, buddy.
So that was, flicking blood off his blade.
And luckily, that's not something Roland has to deal with because he can just make Dawnbringer go poof.
Yeah. So he would look around and say, "Well, good thing we didn't go in here alone."
Glad to help.
Quite a few of them. Nothing too out of the usual, though.
Opportunists.
Yes, whatever remains of these things, they all have various allegiances. One thing they can agree on, though, is that the dwarves are their greatest enemy and threat. Looks around. If I find any other pockets, I'll inform you. Now that we've fought together, how do you feel about my suggestion?
Which parts of your suggestion exactly?
In fighting demons using the virtues and skills of the Order of the Gauntlet?
We could use your skills and men.
I can't, of course, tell you what to do. However, I want to make sure that you understand that my people are not just there to do what they're told. They're independent, each man a brother to the other.
As long as they all hate demons, I think we'll get along just fine.
Just my slightest. I don't think they hate demons as much as they rather like good.
That's the same thing, really, in this situation.
You must act with justice and fairness. If they do not think you are worthy, then, well, they will withdraw their support.
I, for one, intend to save the world. I do not think your people will disagree with that.
Sometimes the definition of saving is different between people. Then again, I think we all have different opinions about a lot of things. These demons certainly are something we're sworn to fight. I shall make sure to write a letter this night. Call a few more champions of the order. See what they can do.
That would be appreciated.
Beyond that one, I will send a letter to my comrades in Waterdeep. Hear what they have to say about the blade. For now, you can continue using it as you did today.
Roland nods.
I think it is not the kind of weapon that I would do very well with, requiring perhaps a too nimble hand for a man such as me.
I will put it to good use.
Not mentioning that it can turn into whatever blade suits you, really.
Shh, stop.
I mean, that's right. It can only really become like 2 blades. 3 technically.
Yeah, it can become a sword of various sizes and uses.
No, it is always its own sword. It just counts
Of course.
as proficient. Like it's its own thing.
Sure.
Also, before we leave, although I don't expect much result from this, hopefully as like the Order of the Gauntlet people are already leaving or have left,
Sure.
I guess we'll ask sort of his companion to stay back for a moment because he wants to try something.
Sure.
Which will be to use the crystal shard of the library to cast Speak with Dead twice on both the Drow to simply ask them if they have been working together with this Intera. Of course, Speak with Dead doesn't force them to tell the truth, especially if they have been hostile, so I don't expect much from this. I just want to have tried.
How about roll and cast Minor Illusion on you to make you look like a drow?
You will get something like an answer that says that your filthy surfacers have nothing. Power
Very
of
good.
And
Very good.
You cut it off.
That's good.
Unfortunately, I can only cast this guy self. But not this guy's.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry. Do you have that spell though?
I have this guy self.
Oh, not other person. No. Darn it.
I don't think it would fool the dead anyways.
Yeah.
But the
Like
big
a-
reason why. The big reason why not, though, it's largely due to the fact that a lot of the missions we've been doing up to now have been involving people who really disguising against them would not be that useful.
Yeah, of course.
So me getting tried to kind of skip.
You can return. The two
Do a
of them
silent image, actually. Do a silent
are
image.
going to go do their business with letters.
Let's do a silent image. Okay.
I suppose we go and have a nice long rest,
Yeah.
and then go
I'll
talk
look
to
at
our
try
other
to
people.
find-
Rest is good.
I'll have to go try to find Liam. Jim Joe will go and see if he can find that the harbor guy again to gamble somewhere.
How does Fargus feel about us keeping the sword?
Well, I mean, if it's what the Order of the Gauntlet has decided should happen to it, that's great.
All right.
Like, he's just happy that the letter's being sent and that his mission is done and he did what he promised.
So what does he want to do?
He's not sure. He'll wait for the reply and then see.
All right.
Roland appreciates still being able to hold on to it for now. It's a brilliant weapon, and Roland needs every edge he's going to get to complete his goals of world domination.
And achieving that goal is the only thing you're interested in.
I mean, that's because of madness is half the time defying me, and the other
Yeah.
time it's going to be catatonic.
It's really, yeah, dogged determination or just a zombie for a while.
Yep.
It's great.
I have brief respites of sanity, but that's generally when you guys are asleep.
Oh.
You still have the good part of the day. Like, this was the sort of the noon. Like, it's like 1 now.
We can talk
I
to the
mean,
other people.
yeah, the Lord's Alliance isn't gonna send us straight away into something, right?
No.
On that
I
note,
mean-
though, I'm gonna be right back.
Oh sure. Yeah, we
Uh,
could just talk to the other groups and see what to say.
the Centaurum,
The
I'm a
Lord's
bit
Alliance
worried
is
about
like it's like there are goblins in the catacombs that have to be taken out immediately.
And we're going right now.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
I'll tell them to shove
Come
it up
with
their
me.
pompous ass.
Didn't you hear there are 2d6 bears in the backyard?
I mean, if it was bears, I would not be that concerned because I can deal with bears.
Yes, bears
Yeah.
are easy. Goblins are easy.
But you see, they're fiendish bears.
Fiend.
I mean-
They're fey bears. No.
I can still deal with that, so I'm still fine.
Not magic bears. No.
They are led by a fey wolf.
Yeah, just dispel goods. That's easy.
Nah, they'll just hamper you.
Yes.
You'll die a horrible and inevitable death.
Yeah, of kindness.
Yes, Roland is now a successful tank, which I approve of. And I do decent damage still.
Yeah, you do.
Well, what on earth are you doing down there?
I still do on average about 30 damage when I hit something. And I can now have brilliant AC.
There was excuse me. There was a few times I was considering to use Wall of Fire or Wind Wall, but I couldn't really position it in a way that it wouldn't hit somebody. So-
Tell me about it.
Yeah, you know what's even more insane about me becoming more tanky though? I still have Blur as a spell to cause people to force disadvantage.
That's great.
So if I can get the correct stuff, in theory I can become just the best tank in the world.
I mean, I'm okay with you being hit and me not. I'm fine with that.
I mean the whole point is I'm being dodge tank, right? I'm not being Liam who's being like DR tank. I'm being actually dodge tank.
Cirilla's the third kind. She
Because I
out-heals
actually
their
have
damage.
I actually have nearly the least health of the group. I only have one more hit point than Riordan.
Yep.
But I'm able to make my AC go through the roof. So and half the damage attacks actually come in.
I mean, I protect myself by making attacks miss. You protect yourself by just being tanky. Enough that you don't
Lots
have
and lots of dodging out of the way.
Yeah.
I think I win in a doorway because I can just stand in there and cast Sanctuary on myself and watch as their puny minds cannot pierce my spell.
I never thought of that actually.
Yeah, it's the perfect chokehold holder. We need to do
Yeah.
this thing and we've got one entrance. Okay, I'll stand here for a bit.
Well, that's slightly less useful against me and Liam. We both have Misty Step.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah, but most things don't.
I'm just saying, against me and Liam, we can just teleport straight past you.
Yeah, but I'm not playing
Well,
against...
guess-
I'm not playing against
Back.
PCs, I'm playing against NPCs. Not many NPCs have Misty Step.
We fought one with Misty Step. Admittedly, one is very much a minority.
You know, if they do, Gage can counterspell it anyway. So
That's true.
So what's your decision? Is everyone here?
I would like to talk to the Lord's Alliance.
Right.
Sure, let's do that first. Like, I really want to talk to the entire team.
I
know
totally
you
agree.
do.
I think you should. I just don't disagree with that at all.
You can meet Lord Arabian in the palace.
He's in the palace. How fancy of him.
Where he's staying as an official representative. Gauntlet Grim is potentially, could be a future member of the Lord's Alliance after all, but they currently aren't. They're too small, basically. They don't get to have vote or say in anything.
Too small to have a say. Now that is despicable.
Yeah, you can meet him in one of the meeting rooms in the palace. There's a stone table and lots of stone things. Places where once things have been hanging on the walls, but they're pretty much just bare right now, so it's a little out of place. He's sitting here though. There's a couple of goblets of wine. There's his notebook. Noble, fine silken clothes. It's there, waiting for you when you arrive.
Strilla will actually bring one of the bottles of wine from her own personal collection, because she brought a few, just in case.
Oh, really?
And it's a half elf, so he should at least half know what he's talking about with wine.
Yes.
I forgot how insufferable Sora can be.
What was that, peasant? But no, she'll just bring the bottle and offer it as a gift.
Well, why am I in front?
I have no idea.
Cube formation.
So, any of you want to take point on the negotiations, or shall I?
Well, it seems like Cyrilla would have the most, what's the word? In common, I suppose? He's a bit lofty. I don't think that's easy to do with.
Would you like my 9 charisma to try?
Yeah, try it.
Come in,
I
come
mean,
in.
I'm
Don't be
proficient.
shy.
I'm
The
proficient with
wine's
persuasion.
for everyone. Please. Gesturing for you to come in.
Make ourselves
Well,
comfortable.
Cyril will stride in and will sit at the table. We'll say, I have brought myself a bottle of wine that I think would be a nice gesture to hopefully new friends. She will pull out of her bag a nice bottle.
Yeah, sure. We'll allow you to pour for him. She'll put it on the table. I understand you've had quite the ordeal traveling in the Underdark. Such an exciting prospect. Looks around at you. I'm here, as I'm sure you know, representing the cities of the Lord's Alliance. I'm curious to hear what you have to tell me. I, of course, heard the story of your travels, but what eludes me is why exactly the Lord's Alliance is necessary for this endeavor. Power is political, it is financial, it is military. However, trips to the Underdark is not our forte. I'm sure you understand.
As I'm sure you'll understand as well, is that it isn't exactly my forte, or wasn't my forte. But when times must, and in fact I believe the time is now that we must come out of our comfort zones, especially seen as when you represent an alliance of kingdoms that could inevitably, without the aid of the alliance, could just crumble one by one.
Or all at once, considering we're dealing with a flood of demons.
It's true. We're not sure which one will, which of the two options will happen.
There are always threats threatening the Alliance. Our stretch is large, and currently orcs under the flag of a white dragon is coming down from the north. As you understand, in the past, this very city was conquered by such a host. Defending the land against them is one of our utmost endeavors. I'm sure, Lady Cyrilla, yes, I know of you and your family, that you attempted to speak to my fellows in the grand city of Silvery Moon, a member, of course, of the Lord's Alliance. Their opinion, I hope, was laid bare at such a meeting. The Lord's Alliance has yet to see much effect of this so suggested madness. We don't have a lot of evidence to work on in considering this threat. I was hoping you had something concrete that you could show as evidence of potential corruption or madness spreading in them.
Unfortunately, the most certainly real madness that is spreading throughout the Underdark is in fact so horrible that we actively avoided it and destroyed it when we couldn't. It being so dangerous. We in fact travelled with a man whose mind was literally part mushroom as it ripped apart his mind.
Hold on a hand. Yes, I've heard the tales.
Mm-hmm.
I was more interested in something I could take with me to show at a meeting with the Lord's Alliance. You understand that I answer to people above me.
Cyrilla nods. He says, of course, but you must understand that bringing a concrete piece of evidence of a great madness that will push especially the Silvery Moon member of the Alliance to do something now would be so dangerous and unwieldy. You, of all people, should know how the members of Silvery Moon would rather wait a few hundred years to see what happens.
Yes, it has also been expressed that if this thing is true, then we should at least wait for the Drow to suffer whatever harm they can from it. Silvery Moon considers the Drow threat to be paramount.
By then, it is likely possible that the threat will grow greater than what we can handle with.
I must agree with young Heartspark. This is, in fact, such a threat that if we were to leave it for the Drow to be overrun in all areas of the Underdark, I wholeheartedly believe that we would not be able to face the threat anymore. It would have reached a point of no return.
You must also remember that this madness does not incapacitate. We could have an army of Underdark Drow, as well as this demonic presence, if you let it corrupt them all like this. It is not something we could just leave alone.
Gesh, I understand that your brother is somewhat well known.
Oh, he certainly is.
I'm curious as to your take on this. Do you think this demonic incursion could be used as a weapon against the Drow?
I'll lean on him.
Well, if you respect my brother, then surely some of this respect will have, hopefully, an effect on how much you value my opinion. So, here it is. I do not think you can simply wait until the Drow are destroyed by this threat, because this demon threat does not destroy. It conquers, it corrupts. We have seen fungal zombies made by the Queen of Rot to do her bidding. Mind control. We have seen untold methods of keeping whoever lives in the Underdark under whatever demon's control. If you wait, you're not going to find a destroyed Drow civilization. You're going to find an army of Drow servants serving one of the Demon Queen's princes, or any number of them, really. Waiting will make this problem worse, not better.
It seems you're of one mind on this.
Certainly.
Then again, after being down there and seeing what I'm sure you think you've seen, I can hardly blame you.
If you're looking for proof, there's one thing I could suggest. We have no material proof. However, we know that the purple mist that lingers even in the lower levels of this very city has something to do with it. Spend a night within its influence, and I think you will agree on most things we have said.
So it would take a man who's become mad to agree with you then?
It would take a man that has experienced the same corrupting influence that has flooded the entire Underdark.
Could you all do like a group persuasion?
Sure.
Yes.
Roland hasn't spoken though, so does it apply to him?
Yeah.
Darn it. Okay.
Damn it.
Woohoo.
Shut up.
As Roland's been fidgeting here.
Persuasion.
Sometimes silence is a choice.
You know, because I haven't used this in a really long time, and I don't want to be, and I don't want to be a downward influence here.
Cirilla is the best.
That
Okay.
roll was terrible.
I've been sitting on a bit of inspiration for ages, so I'm taking the higher of my two results.
Nice.
I think the mention of Gesh's brother has sort of thrown Gesh out of the mindset.
18. Oh, oh.
20,
you were- I love you.
18, 17, 50.
Back a little bit, Jesus. So, let's assume then that what you say is true. There are demon lords in the Underdark, and that they are trying to conquer the world. So it's slightly exaggerated.
Oh, not at all.
Now, what do you propose we do about it? I understand, of course, Lord King, if it corrects itself, Battlehammer's plan that information is the way to win this destruction. However, what is the long-term goal? Are we attempting to seal these things, to banish them? What would your approach be to such an endeavor?
Bruno Battlehammer, even though I do not think he is entirely aware of what exactly he is looking for a very, very real place of mythic scale, importance even. Now, you've asked for proof of the demon threat, which unfortunately we can deliver no material proof. However, I do have proof of the place that Battlehammer is looking for. As Gesh will pull out the crystal shard of the library, sort of sliding it towards him. And although I cannot permit you to take this to your people, perhaps it can convince you personally.
Takes it, looks at it.
It has been given to me by one of these stone giants living down in the Underdark, whose people have constructed the place we are looking to find. They were very keenly aware of its power, and I truly believe that it will be the key to seal away these demons.
Interesting. Just before putting it back.
We'll take it back.
You understand that Lord King Bruno has requested a rather large sum from Lord's Alliance, not just in gold, but in materials, food, and especially commitment to such things. I understand that several outposts might be constructed in the Underdark, and that we will be expected to supply materials for them. Now, without our help, I imagine such an endeavor could be difficult. Traveling down there with a number of people necessary to perform such a task, and without the supplies necessary to keep those people alive, could be rather dangerous. As such, I believe that I'm negotiating from a position of strength. When I ask you to, then, should you go down there, justify the expense of the Lord's Alliance with a more tangible goal.
So what you're saying is you will assist us, but you will need proof to justify the expense after the fact.
I cannot justify it after the fact. I must have a report. I must have reason for why this expense is necessary. As a matter of fact, however, I have come here not just thinking to follow a legend, even if what you say might be true, and I'm beginning to think it could be. Slowly. I need to have you agree to do something for the Lord's Alliance as your primary mission objective, while this demon thing, if it is true, will be a potential benefit of sending you down there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You are saying that saving the world is a secondary objective in comparison to furthering the goals of the Lord's Alliance.
At least that is what it will say on the paper. Now, we have several agents in the Underdark. Contrary to what many believe, we do not simply allow the Drow to act unhindered. Sabotage, espionage, and other such endeavors are certainly a high priority, especially for Silvery Moon. Now, recently, in fact, a few months ago, all of our people in the Underdark have failed to meet up or reply to their orders or superiors. Simply, our connection network of the Underdark has gone dark. Now, I would like you, if possible, to try to find out how and why this has happened, and see if you can find any of our people. Perhaps, since the Underdark has become a more dangerous place, some of the connections might have died. However, some operatives are very skilled, and also in places that are not easy to corrupt, I suppose. An agent called Kilissa Draga, High Elf, Silvery Moon, has been leading operations against the Drow of Menzoberranzan. If you were to enter that area of the Underdark and be able to find her, or at least reconnect with her, not only would that be of benefit and value to the Lord's Alliance, she might also be able to help you with what you're searching for.
Could you repeat the names and places?
That was convenient.
Write this down.
That was convenient because I actually was about to ask the same thing. So.
Yeah.
And which city in particular was it? Was it Manto-Dareth?
Menzoberranzan.
Oh,
Still have no idea how to spell that.
I can tell. I can give you that spelling.
Well,
The city of
huh?
Fire.
That sounds like what I'm
I
drunk
don't
about.
want Menzoberranzan. Oh,
But I have these written down because, of course, Roland's goal.
It is an ancient Drow capital. It's a massive city, right? It has everything.
And I got a huge city controlled by Loth worshippers, large army, lots of people, lots of slaves. The city of spiders sprawling with a field of noble houses.
Yes.
Roland promises.
If you encounter Drow patrols in the area, consider that our agents are disguised as Drow, and so will not be obvious at first sight.
Do we have something to identify ourselves to them as proxies of the Lord's Alliance, or
Your own appearance will be enough, I believe. Since there has been a loss of contact, our agents will attempt to re-establish it if possible.
duly noted?
Well, at least.
And so, apologies, Roland.
And I looked over the Gash. We're kind of questioning that for a moment. At least I feel this is something we can certainly look into. Given you already know I will be searching in that region regardless.
Now, regardless of whether we are already planning to go there or not, after we do this favor for you, can we expect the assistance of the Lost Alliance in our further goals?
If you're sort of being Malika, you put yourself on mute.
Yes. Well, he looks at this. The Lord's Alliance will give you this assistance in acquiring or completing this task. Then, afterwards, we will reevaluate with new mission statements. It is potential that whatever threat has gone and passed in Underdark. However, it might also be that it has become more tangible or more visible to the Lord's Alliance, and that new priorities permitted.
Can we get that in writing?
Nuts, of course.
And I imagine it'll be easy for them to accept the word of their own agents and we can reconnect it.
Yeah, effectively.
Seems like we have some work to do then.
We always have work to do.
For now, I will sign on what the king requires of us. However, I will expect these results. If it comes to nothing, then the Lost Alliance will have my hide. You seem reliable, though. I didn't expect you to appear in such a way. Most
we
adventurers we
certainly-
speak to are full of bravado and simply ask for coin.
We simply aim to assist wherever we can.
And also, at least from my perspective, coin would not be enough to motivate me to do this.
No.
There are far easier ways to get coin than this.
It is a necessary thing to do. Unfortunately.
I shall give you the aid I can. Find our agent, and, well, we shall see what we can do then. That is the offer I have for you. It is better than what most would receive.
Well, I would assume we accept then. Given my companions have no objections.
Certainly, your position is very understandable.
Not very good. It is. I'm delighted to work with people who have such an open mind about these issues.
Gesh will telepathically to the others basically mumble, "We're saving a world full of stubborn idiots."
Can I reply, or is it just you can only telepathically talk to people?
I don't know that. Let me click the button. It says communicate telepathically, but I don't know if that means you can answer.
It is two people.
It is
You
two
can
people.
touch the minds of other creatures. They can't really reply.
That's fine. You see a slight smile on Euron's face. That's all you can tell.
But I will give you a nod. I will stand up and say, then I shall proceed to my next meeting. Have a good
Why
day.
Or yourself.
You likewise.
We'll take his notes. He's been writing them down as you've been talking.
I guess we'll give him like a pleasant smile, a slight bow, as he'll turn around at his expression pretty much instantly changing to one of just frustration, really.
As soon as he's gone as well, Roland can just from this like exceptionally like stiff, like very polite looking kind of posture and like kind of expression to just kind of sprawling back a little bit, and just sighing.
Isn't working with nobles a wonderful thing?
Yes, it is. Stares at Cyrilla. Turns to stare at Gesh.
We do not consider the demon threat palpable enough, he said. Should have been down there with us.
Maybe we should let if the demons were to eat them, maybe then they'd be powerful.
That can be arranged, I'm sure.
Was this what it was like for you? Looks at Cyrilla.
In what way do you mean?
Heading off to your home and talking to people around there. Did no one believe you?
Oh, the people I spoke to believed me. It's just they tend to go with the idea being elves that it will pass over. It's something for the short-lived races to deal with. We will outlive it.
I don't know if we outlive demon lords.
She shrugs and says,
Good
this
luck with that one.
supposedly isn't the first time it's happened, so who knows? Maybe they're just taking it as if it will be exactly the same.
You know what the irony is? Our efforts might prove them right.
She nods. It's the curse of being heroes is the people that are being lazy will never do anything, and because we fix the problems, we just solidify their reason to do nothing.
I don't know if all of you signed up for being heroes.
Well, we're signed up to stopping the world from becoming the next part of hell, or the abyss. It's pretty much being a hero if you're literally saving the world.
I don't think you signed up for it.
She shrugs. Says,
Well,
I
you-
definitely didn't sign up to become a slave.
I suppose I dove in head first, but I was expecting something a little less demonic.
Tell me about it. I was just going to a village. Eek.
You're right that it seems rather unlikely that when we succeed, other people are going to know that we did anything, really. And initially I didn't really care about fame or anything, but I sure as hell can't imagine myself saving the world and then going back home to be married off to some shallow noblewoman.
My aunt would object to that.
Gesh, I would actively pay to see that happen.
You know what? I might take you up on that offer.
You got a deal. I've got money.
You should agree on how much, Cirilla, before you agree.
And also hold on.
She grins and says, I can provide an entire temple.
Eventually.
Eventually,
right?
one day. One day.
Cyrilla's ordained.
Mm-hmm.
There's...
Want to be married? We can do it in a forest. It'll be badass.
Badass temple forest marriage.
And actually, I've got a spell for it. So,
There is a spell.
Wow.
Perhaps after we save the world.
got a spell. What is it? What bonus does it give you for
Cirilla's daydreaming about it.
wedding? You gain for 7 days. You get +2 bonus to AC.
Maybe
Wow.
Christmas they will be married to Roland.
Oh.
Besides, my father wants grandchildren. I don't think he would accept you since, you know.
Wow.
Since what, Gesh?
Anyway,
I thought you were all for inclusivity, Gesh.
Maybe there'll be a funeral rite instead of a wedding. Huh?
Guess just rolls his eyes and doesn't respond.
He doesn't mean it, Cirilla. It's okay.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
You must meet his father. He's quite a jolly man.
I
He-
look forward to it.
He was wonderful. You know, I did write down some of the things he mentioned about Gesh's childhood in my diary.
I should have
Ooh.
brought up my father.
Yes, please.
I can make you have a look through some of the entries.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Let us continue before Gesh banishes all to oblivion, shall we?
I mean, I believe he's already worked on 2 of us.
It's true.
I'm out of here.
I could geese him. A wisdom save. Guess you're not very wise
Actually-
now, are you?
Just out of curiosity here.
Mm-hmm.
So Riordan, we know Riordan's got the best charisma save out of the 3 of us.
No, me and... Oh, wait. Doesn't Gesh have a good charisma save?
Well, no, I'm saying out of the 3 of us, Gesh would target.
Oh, sure.
Well, so what's your charisma save?
+4 because I'm proficient in it.
Okay.
Wow. The same
Okay.
roll.
Okay, you have 1 better than I do. I have +3.
Well, this sort of a tangent. I don't
Yes.
think it matters.
I resisted.
Wow. Rolled a 19. That was.
Anyway, we have the Zentorm to talk to. So,
Yeah.
Right.
let's go do that.
Cirilla
Yes.
won't be present for that one.
I will act as your proxy, Cirilla, to make sure nothing bad happens.
Of course.
The
She's
no-
got
the
a
nobility
reputation to
showing
keep.
face.
Yes.
But I suppose Gesh is leading.
Yes.
That's the terrifying part.
It's certainly Gesh's jam, that's for sure.
Certainly have questions.
Actually,
Do they
fuck, I
ask
have
us
to
then?
come because I don't trust them enough not to try and kill you. Fuck! But she's
You
not
trust
happy
them
about
so You trust them so little, you're compelled to go.
it. Mm-hmm.
So how do you arrange
Yeah.
leaving with
Well,
I think Gesh will take like a little, not an envelope, but like a piece of paper that just says "want to meet" on it or something, and then like where Gesh stays, and we'll just shove it under the door where the Zentarum representative is staying,
Sick.
and then just waits. I mean,
snap mail.
he's been told the Zentarum contacts you, so might as well give them the illusion that they can like invite us.
Yeah,
But
so
really,
like, oh,
really,
it-
we're going to talk to them one way or another. This
Yeah.
is just the polite way of requesting
the
something.
courtesy of they have the control rather than us just barging in, like, we need to talk to you.
I mean, Roland can magically help himself inside, but I don't think they'd approve. So
Sure. Gesh will later have someone come to fetch him. A human, bald, wearing like a dark dark hood and some leather armor. A couple daggers by his side, giving you a look and saying, Davra wishes to see you. Come with me.
Very well, thank you. I would like to fetch my companions.
Be quick about it then.
He
Oh.
nods and will immediately go to pick up all of you.
So Rodin gives a thumbs up. Let's try not to get killed now, Gash.
Oh, I don't think that's the issue here.
Hmm.
Anything, it's the other way around.
As you are brought by these men of the Centaurum, it takes you quite far, the edge of the city.
Where snipers are waiting on the ridge.
Where you'll see Davra waiting for you, looking up at you impatiently.
Oh.
Gash will telepathically say the others that maybe let Gash do the talking, and keep in mind that Gash is probably going to lie a lot, so don't panic.
Okay.
I mean, Roland before this.
I'm immediately panicking.
Roland before this would have given the preemptive basically that he's probably not going to speak anyway, and just give his normal subtle signals that if he detects something wrong.
Yeah.
I'm
going to lie and pull you all up so that they kill you, but not me. But it's all a deception. I don't mean it. It's okay. Don't panic.
Rilla, you will notice that there are more humans around rock croppings and such.
Oh dear.
oh good.
Just hanging out, as well as the couples that are nearby.
That's
Mr. Rilla will very quietly mention this.
it's to be expected. Gash will sort of step forward to not shout over a massive bridge. Giving a slight bow to the woman and saying, "Thank you for agreeing to meet with us so promptly."
She doesn't answer. Just doesn't answer.
I believe you know who we are, and quite frankly, we only have the barest of ideas who you are. Hanging question mark there.
She doesn't answer that either.
But of course, those are not the questions we're here to ask. As you and the Zentarum undoubtedly know, this threat affects all of us. We are willing to spearhead this operation. Considering our experiences and our determination, we are the obvious choice. However, we would accept any aid you could possibly give us. Mostly, I believe that is also the focus of your entire operation: information. Bruno Bettelhammer seems to think that you have much information to give that could be advantageous to us.
She shrugs.
Now,
We are known as a charity.
obviously. However, we are talking about demons that might or might not devour the world if they are not stopped. I'm sure that the Zentarum has some interest in not being enslaved by demonkind.
She smiles. Well, the Centaurum, the Black Network, has an interest in one thing, sweetie, and that is profit. Demons are currently bad for profit. We have plans in motion that perhaps might take care of it. None of that, of course, is something you can actually count on. You need me, and I know you do. What's interesting to me, however, is what are you willing to offer to make it worth my while?
I do appreciate a person with straightforward motivations. I can certainly emphasize with the whole profit-oriented lifestyle. I do believe that finding the place we are looking for would inevitably be beneficial to everyone involved, especially someone who focuses so much on information such as you do. Now, I do believe I've heard that you already have a different group searching for the place, but I have to think that they have not yet been successful, considering you are here to assist us as well.
The place.
The place, yes.
Please speak its name.
I do believe both of us know what we're talking about.
Sure, suppose we could speak of any mountainside. Bargaining for something without specifying exactly what it is you want to know. Seems like it just gives me the opportunity to tell you whatever I want afterwards.
You certainly could, but since I know what any potential answers should look like, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, I don't see the problem here. My point is simply, if we are successful, then the Zentarum will profit. If we fail, then, well, the world is quite frankly doomed, so really I don't see a world where you shouldn't help us.
Let me put a few things out then. If you're so willing to accept any demands I might have. First
I
and
didn't quite
foremost,
say that.
whatever outposts are established in your endeavors here will, success or failure, fall to the Centaurum for our use for trade and networking in the Underdark. We're not interested in any other faction suddenly having influence here. It is somewhat of our territory already.
If the Black Network proves to be a reliable ally in our quest, then it would be beneficial for us even to have those outposts in your control.
Who knows? You will of course agree to this before we even go further in this conversation.
Obviously, although we do have to be careful, we cannot promise the same thing to multiple factions. That would obviously inevitably lead to conflict, and we would rather have as much assistance as possible, meaning, well, we are not bargaining from a very strong position, considering that nobody seems to really care about the whole demon threat thing as much as they should.
No.
Now, let's say we agree to this. Of course, it can only be a verbal agreement, as I do believe that's the sort of thing you would not want to leave immediate proof for. What exactly could the Black Network provide, other than the barest of directions, which we already have?
The Black Network has already got a trading network in the Underdark. Access to part of this network would be one of the first things I could offer you. The hidden stronghold of Mental Dareth disintegrates anyone who is not invited to go there. We could bring you such an invitation and people who know the way to it. In this place, we have a rather sizable compound. Such a compound holds a man named Gasram Dulak, an agent, if you will, of the Underdark. He knows whatever is needed to be known about it. Without his help, without our help, you'll never find what you seek.
Could you repeat that name for me?
Sure. I can repeat that name. In fact, copy it to make sure I get the spelling right.
Gesh might not notice, but Roland will notice that Bjorn has stiffened quite noticeably at the mention of that.
So, before we agree to anything at all, really, I do have a question which I need answered before we can go forward on anything, really. How much exactly and why has the Black Network assisted the Drow in finding the place?
Just rocks. I don't know why that would be needed for you to know.
Well, the answer to that question will be part of whatever agreement we may or may not come to. No answer, no deal.
Just rocks. Then I don't see why I should give it before an agreement is made.
But you would honestly answer the question if we did.
Should not.
Telepathically to the rest of you, sort of the probing question. Well, I really do think that we'd rather have the Zentarum on our side than really either the Order of the Gauntlet or the Lord's Alliance. Their help is palpable and obviously useful, while the others are nebulous at best.
Out of character, I'm not sure what you mean by nebulous. And, you know, it's... They've actively said that they'd give us manpower. Straight up.
But how useful is that against demons, really?
I mean, it's good against the hordes.
Mind controlling demons.
I mean, you don't have to use a man to fight. I can do a lot of things. Or a woman, whatever.
I guess we'll sort of say, I have made my decision. However, I would like to communicate with my companions, as unfortunately this is not a tyranny. Gesh smiled slightly.
Sure. So the second of my demands. My
Do go on.
people, who will come with you as guides in the Underdark and as soldiers and workers, will make sure that a certain percentage of every treasure found, treasure as defined as gold, gems, anything easily countable, will be transferred to the Centaurium as payment for our work. As I said, we are not a charity.
That is unacceptable. Control of the outpost will far outweigh whatever resources you will find down there, which will go directly to us.
She shrugs. Very well then, I suppose we have nothing more to talk about.
We must control
Really?
everything and take all your money.
You're not the kind of person who would give up a long-term gain for such a short-term monetary compensation, I'm sure.
If you die, then I'm sure you will have good use of the money you don't pay us.
I do not believe that your assistance is vital to the mission, even though it would convenience us thoroughly.
I, in fact, believe it is vital. Beyond that, the percentage is a mere 20%. Nothing too over the top.
5%.
He shakes her head. My third demand, I can understand, is perhaps easier for you to comply with. And that is that whatever information flows must also reach the Centaurium. We don't accept being kept outside or not being told what's going on. We want full reports on the progress of the mission and whatever else is found.
You would, of course, get the same reports, the same detailed reports as we would give all of our allies. That is unquestionable.
She nods. Good. Then you know what I want in the aid, in what I want in exchange for the aid of the Centaurum and the support of the entirety of the Black Network. You know we reach far, he says, sort of looking past Gesh to Riordan.
I've heard of your influence, hence why I'm entertaining this meeting in the first place.
She nods. In fact, I would go so far as to say that the others are perhaps boons, but nothing compared to the aid of the Centaurum. Something you well know. Something we all know. There's a reason we were invited to this city to begin with. By Bruno Battlehammer, no less. A man who has no love for us, but understands that in this situation, our expertise is needed.
And of course, you seek to profit from the situation as much as possible. But if we do not come to an agreement, you will not profit. So
We
do
will
keep that in
pursue
mind.
our own ends. There are still many deals that can be struck. Not all members of our organization is entirely unappreciative of demons. I simply represent power of affection that thinks that this would be a better way. Don't make it too difficult.
Well, I will consult my companions.
She nods. Please.
So, guys,
Just an out of character thing, Malachi. Gazrim Delak, what did she name him in reference to? Again, I forgot.
He said that he is the master of the mental Dareth Centaurum outpost.
Yeah, we're gonna have a problem, Gish.
I elaborate, please.
I saw you got very tense at that name.
He is the very man that is the reason why I was captured and sent to the Underdark in the first place.
Why would he do that?
Who knows? Maybe he was paid. Certainly, someone who
They have been working with the Drow.
A dark network. I wouldn't put it past them to do kidnapping and selling of slaves.
But I saw him myself, and also he is responsible for the death of someone quite dear to me. So it would seem I have a personal problem with this. That said, if you do agree with this,
Oh, I don't agree with anything she said.
that's good, because I have an immense problem with everything she has said.
She wants full control of what we would do down there. It's not something we can just let her have.
No.
As much as I appreciate it, there is the certainty that we have to consider what will happen after the fact.
Having the Zentrum, the Underdark, in their own hands is arguably worse than what we're dealing with right now.
It wouldn't be the neutral end of the world, but it would be certainly something.
Yes. Not a good thing.
The coins I could care less about.
It's like so many demands for just. I don't see.
I mean,
what the
demand
appeal
number
is.
3 essentially isn't a big demand. We were going to do that anyway, pretty much.
But what aid are they actually giving though? Like, what aid will they give?
But supposedly trade network is one of them.
You will gain access to mental Dareth, that actively disintegrates people who are not invited.
Oh my god.
You will gain a guides to the Underdark. You will gain manpower. You will have them not join the enemy potentially. You will also have a setup for Gazrim Dulak, who might just have what you need to find a mythical place of legend. And, otherwise, well, who knows how you can go about that.
I would.
That is what she's offering.
So, in other words, she's giving some people a lead which we will struggle to go along with, and work alongside the person that she has the lead for.
And possible conflictions with the our
Yeah.
other factions that we're working with.
or definite conflicts with other factions.
They will not appreciate the idea of turning them over to the Antarum at the end of this.
No, the possibility that they're just going to turn on us anyway, because people that have the inclination to work alongside the demons tend to be easily mind controlled.
Yeah.
And
Also,
yeah.
if we do end up taking this for any reason and end up in mental dearth, Riordan will attempt to kill this man. Like, this is not a thing he can be dissuaded
On the other
from.
hand, mental dearth is a key location when it comes to Dracta out in general.
It is.
We will need to get in there at something somehow.
Yeah. Like, you can take this. I'm just saying that if it comes to the situation, then Riordan will definitely go rogue, I suppose, in this case. Which might not be a good idea, but it will happen.
Riordan's strength.
In my meager and humble opinion, this feels like a deal that is massively weighed in their favor.
Oh yeah, it is.
Of
Yes.
course, yeah.
Yes, it is. But the thing is, they know they're negotiating with full hand. Well, we
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it
only
just-
advantage is that we have no choice.
It feels like we're being bent over and shoved a knife in our backs.
That's how they work. That is how they work, so.
And they want us to thank them for it. And at least Cirilla and myself as a player sees this as insulting. In fact,
Given Riordan's history, now that he knows of Gazrim's direct involvement with their agreement, he is 100% not with it at all.
Yeah.
He is just,
Okay.
you know,
Let me try something before we reject the deal.
sure. Now, that said, if you do accept it, he can tolerate it, but he will eventually have to act out, so.
Yeah, completely out of character. It sounds like generally we're against this, so I don't want to push anything, even though Gesh might.
Yeah.
It's interesting because it's kind of a out of character. I really don't like this. In character, Roland's kind of conflicted. Like on one hand, he doesn't, as it is, kind of like he doesn't want to necessarily work with evil to get good.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, the
I
value.
mean, I don't want to be stuck in Underdark without a guide out of character, but in character, I can't abide
He's
by
saying
it.
Roland's a bad guy.
well,
No, I'm just saying, like, it would
Also-
help.
we should also be considering what Liam would think of this.
Liam would not.
Liam
want
would
anything to do
hate
with this.
every second.
Well,
of this.
Liam just decided to go treasure hunting, so
It's true, but
It's pretty bad. Jonas might murder us next session if we see this.
yeah.
yeah, I don't expect. But I want to
Did we
try
hear
something
any of
here.
Jonas'
Right.
objection? No, I didn't hear anything.
Is this a
I'll
play
leave his
from
proxy. He would be very
Starfinder?
grumpy if you did
The
this.
wind whispers, Jim.
Jim?
But yes, do your thing if you want to try something.
Yeah.
So, Gesh will turn around, sort of trying to really project his like 20 charisma confidence here. He's not cowed by these people, you know. They have something good they can offer us, but they are not in control. Really, we are the ones on the wheel here. As he'll basically say, "You are asking very much, very, very much, and I do know that you are not vital to this operation. You have not nearly as much information about the entire situation as you might think. Before we go anywhere, I need to know the answer to my question. Is the Zentarum assisting the Drow in finding the place, and if so, how far have you come? If you're assisting our potential enemies already, there's no way we can make a deal. That, I would once again like to point out, would be massively beneficial for the Zentarum in the long run."
She gives you a slight smile. Very well. I suppose I'll give you that one for free then. Yes. I do rather like you. Your style seems practical. You carry yourself with confidence. Perhaps in the future we can work something out for you. Regardless, we have worked with Drow, of course. The Drow are not a unified structure. We do not work with the Loth worshippers. Instead, we attempt to undermine their control because a monopoly is good for nobody's business, and Drow don't pay.
I don't see how that answers my question. How far did you get? How far did they get?
Well, we always do the best for our clients, which you could become. I can tell you that we have, so to speak, been able to go all the way.
So to speak.
I have not personally been there. It is quite the journey, however. Magic exists that we control, which ensures safe passage. Beyond that, it also shows the direction that has the least amount of problematic elements in it. It has proved invaluable to our client in the end.
Avoiding
turns out
the
this place might be interesting for us as well.
avoiding the purple worms, I take it.
Sure.
Gives nods.
And more.
And the Drow have made it to the place?
If you notice, they have been there. It is very real.
Why did they want to go there?
Now, we are confidential order, you understand. We don't just tell our clients' secrets to anyone. If you wish to know this, then perhaps we should discuss our prior.
If the value of the place has already been exhausted by a prior party, then we would be foolish to accept anything, really. We need to know the full picture here.
The magic acquired from the place was enough to make sure that a major Drow house was disintegrated and removed entirely. The place cannot be exhausted. That is its nature. Gasrim, however, is more of an expert in it. We contract him now and then.
They
Now-
contract him, so they don't actually control him.
Now, one last thing. Why was the feast poisoned?
I imagine there's many people here who might already be under demonic influence. There's a reason I stay among my own people, eat my own food, and drink my own water. That much should be obvious.
Cash shrugs. Seems reasonable enough. Very well then. We'll get back to you on your offer.
You know, sure.
Cash will just leave.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make them wait.
She'll do a few moments, then she'll go do other things.
Sure.
Riordan, I can take you somewhere to scream.
It's not conducive, but I would love to.
I mean, if it's stress relief, it'll be useful.
Well, it was a very successful meeting.
Yes, well, I definitely got
Successful
some
for who is
information
the
that I
question.
needed.
We agreed to nothing, gave them no information of use to them, and got many answers in return.
Yes, indeed. You are master of deception, Gash.
I was quite direct, really.
In this case, it felt more like the master of empty words.
Oh yes, that is very true.
That's very good. You're very good at that. I think Riordan is he's of two minds. He feels very angry, because the name brought back a few unsettling memories that he'd rather not think about right now. But at the same time, he knows that stuff needs to be done, and he can't waste time thinking about it currently. So he's fidgeting a lot, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, you can join Roland in the impatiently fidgeting.
Yes. If only I could learn how to be a catonic like you do, so I don't have to worry about these things anymore.
Roland didn't really learn to become catatonic. He got mushrooms in his head for that one.
Yeah. So is that everyone? Seems to be.
I think clearing up the forge is the only last thing we got told about. I think.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
take
but
a rest and do that, I think.
I think that would be a next session thing.
Could be. Not sure how long that's going to take.
Yeah, we would do the next session.
Let's see, is there anything else to do?
Session? Oh god, it's this time already.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're with bureaucrats.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Awesome,
other
awesome.
than clearing out the forge, I'm not sure what else we can do.
Could try to investigate this whole sabotage thing, but I wouldn't really know where to start other than just find like random suspicious looking servants and mind controlling them. Honestly, that's actually not a terrible idea.
Please do not mind control random people.
Please no mind controlling random people.
No, suggest something better.
I might control
Feed
enemies.
them filters of love so he'll tell you willingly.
Well, you know, that's what Riordan is good at. He's a charmer.
You know what? If you don't agree, Ash might just bring the idea to Bruno Bethlehem and go like, I can maybe find out who sabotaged us, but it would require random searches.
Random breaches of free will.
Yes.
That Gesh would certainly
much.
be opposed to himself in his own ideology. So
Or
I don't know how
or
that works.
there's a much better way of doing this. If you really want to search out all of the servants, why not just bring them into the hall? Have
And murder them at
No,
random and
no.
one talk.
have
No,
a
make-
zone of truth and have them all come in, and if they go, oh well, I maybe possibly didn't intentionally poison the food of the king, then then that asshole did it. But
Yeah.
if they just go, no, I didn't poison the food, then they're pretty much good.
You know, a zone of truth is just a lesser form of mind control.
Well, it's not. Because
I
they
mean, in the
have to
previous
say
version,
anything.
the previous version game, it was called compulsion.
They're not
It's an
forced to tell the
enchantment.
truth. They can if they would like to. They can also say nothing.
But that's perhaps an idea that we can bring to Bruno Bethlehem. We should definitely get like permission first.
Fucking just
Ah.
mind control them.
Like cross-examination of all the.
Line them up and
Employees.
question them.
Oh God.
Go
this
home
is-
to take a rest.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Have a nap and then we'll talk to the king about zone of truthing his entire workforce.
I'm sure there's rights that are being violated here.
I mean, luckily, I don't think this kingdom has a constitution.
No,
Does it? I hope not.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think it
so.
would.
Maybe we can get a list of all the people involved in making the feast in some capacity to narrow it down. I'm not sure how many people we're really talking about
Who
here.
who was working on the night of the poisoning?
Well, it could have been a lot sooner, right? Than that.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, that means we're just gonna have to question everybody.
Yeah.
Riordan, did you poison the food?
Oh, is there
No.
like a way to detect demonic influence? I don't think so.
What zone is truth?
I mean, there's detect. Yeah, no, that wouldn't.
Detect specific influence. I don't think that's a spell. There's detect. Is there detect affliction? I don't know.
No.
That's not the system.
Type
So.
of order?
Yeah, so if we brought the idea of basically mass questioning using magical means, hopefully as non-invasive as possible, to Bruno Battlehammer,
the next day, there'll be other things.
Okay.
Sometime in the night, Selene of Astrael has been pushed off a bridge and fallen to his death.
Wow,
Who was that?
who's that?
That was the
Terrible.
Order of the Gauntlet
Oh,
Knight.
I bet it's his squire. Has to be.
He had enough of the jokes.
Yeah, it has to be. Can we turn this into a murder mystery?
Oh no,
It's
it's the actual.
It's officially a murder mystery.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, shit.
Cinder did it, and Liam,
This-
they weren't here.
Has raised quite a few questions.
Ah.
And as you wake up rather early, you might be able to partake in an investigation of
Yes.
the area where it has happened.
Roland,
yeah.
Roland
Yes,
will
please.
certainly
If
mind.
you are interested in helping.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Roland will certainly have a look around if he's allowed to.
The poor guy.
Alright, I'm gonna have to start pulling out the big guns. So, I would like to cast. What is
Dawn.
actually, no. Yeah, Dawn.
In the middle of the dining hall.
No, aid is different in this edition, isn't it? Crap.
Wait, can't you use divination
Uh,
to ask your god a question? So you could be like, who did this?
well, it.
I don't know.
I don't think it works like
No, it does work like that. You ask
You
a
ask
single
a-
question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity, or to occur within 7 days. So,
Oh, sorry, it's not divination, of course.
but
Sorry.
commune,
Let's
I could just ask a
let's do
question.
like the physical investigation first before we.
Well,
So-
Cinder
I-
his body is not recoverable, so
Oh, it might
his,
be.
his body is crushed from the long fall. It hasn't been looked at further. That's something we'll be doing next time, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
all right. Murder mystery. John's will love this.
He's been back since he was
It's a
sleeping.
hour ago. Yeah.
So how successful was Cinder in his treasure mission?
He found some treasure. It's
How
his.
much?
They might say that it is just old scrap, but it is his.
Okay.
ancient
That's how Liam did it.
stuff.
He-
All of the fancy things turns out that have already been taken by people. And
Mm.
most likely, he found some stragglers and then such and slew them. Sort of monsters. And Cinder was allowed to eat them and kill some orcs. And after finding the first orcs, they sort of just kept killing orcs that they tried to find, genocidal murder spree.
Whatever makes him happy.
Makes them
You know, it's enough kills to level us up, right? Right. 10,000 orcs.
No, experience-wise, you get 1,800 experience per character.
What XP are we up to now?
Now you're up to 50,750.
How close are we, Halldamir?
Uh,
away.
sorry, 50,750. Did you say?
You are 13,000 per character away.
Yeah.
That's not. That's far, but it's not that
You
far.
leveled recently.
1,800 is not much at the moment.
Well, it's quite a lot, actually.
It feels like not much. It
Well, that's
feels
because we're
very
looking
low.
at the next level, though. It is an exponential thing, right? So,
It is, yeah.
so it will be exponentially feel like less experience we're getting as it goes on.
It's horrible, but yeah, you're right. Well,
All right.
it's because I just want divine intervention. That's what I want.
Well, see, the thing is, it's just when you level up, it's like, oh, next level, it's all the time happens. So
Oh, man, but I get a 10% chance that my deity will just intervene.
is that a passive?
Take you
or
to
is that-
heaven. Remove your body from this material plane.
No,
Take
it's
you right to heaven.
it's as an action. I can just say I can ask for assistance.
Oh,
I roll a d100. If it's equal or lower than my cleric level, then the deity intervenes. She just does something.
She bakes cookies.
She drops the cookies and she
Help.
helps
You don't know
somehow.
what to do. It just makes you feel satisfied with your situation.
Yeah,
That's fine.
But I imagine it's a case of we are trapped inside of 4 force walls, and we're about to be disintegrated. And then Cirilla uses that, rolls like a 2, and her god just destroys the force walls, and she can
I'm trying to
we can
roll
leave.
99, the god doesn't even listen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or like a negative effect,
your
like she
face.
pushes the walls in closer. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Come on,
well,
Vig. I give you spells for a reason.
harder.
You have stone
Yeah.
shape.
Don't want you to full rest, Chief.
Sorry?
Sorry, what?
What?
Remember to take your full rest.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought you said don't take your full rest. I was like, oh.
I prefer the idea though of divine intervention if you're worshipping Timora, because I like the idea that literally your character just has to roll dice and hope you get lucky enough.
Real life D20. Ah,
I mean, she's the god of luck, right?
good.
It's true. It's true. Man. I was so looking forward to using Dawn, but
I didn't realize that it was so big.
it's
My
horrifying.
God.
It's
On
a
a battlefield, though, that would be amazing.
Dawn!
it's 40 foot
Ah.
tall as well.
Oh my god.
It's not just like
Normally,
30 foot in this area, it's 40-foot cylinder.
They're 40-foot speed.
when you have armies in the Forgotten Realms, you generally have like magic is a part of the army. You have like dispelling people and shields
Yeah.
Yeah.
that are being thrown about. So usually it's like the magic people fighting each other, and then the normal people fighting each other.
Because if you get a high-level mage fighting the normal people, normally they get wrecked.
And
Same with the high level fight, of that matter.
I suppose. I mean, I suppose send a Liam or send me with my current AC level into an army, and they're pretty screwed.
it's
Yeah.
not even like Dawn isn't even like just a fireball where it hits. It stays there.
It's a constant effect.
It's a constant for a minute, and every turn I can move it up to 60 feet as a bonus action. It's just evil.
No, I think in your hands it's profoundly good.
It's profoundly good. It's so good it burns all of the sinners,
You know, if
including
And that's
myself.
all of it, too.
Yeah.
if Gesh gets that whole person or whole monster, and you plop that down,
Oh my god.
then I pop a wall of fire on top of them.
Just hold
They're dead.
everything. It's gone.
Yeah, they're dead.
And they also take the damage whenever they end their turn in the cylinder, but it's
Yeah.
30 feet wide, so it's kind of tough for them
Hard to get out.
to get out.
Yeah. At the very least, they're gonna waste a turn double moving to get out.
Oh yeah. And if I put I don't know, it's weird that I can't prevent myself from being hurt like that, because it's unfortunate, but
Also,
Well, I mean, it's like a fireball. I mean, if I fireball myself, I'm gonna die.
also, guys, I feel so proud.
Why?
The fact that I kept forgetting to use inspiration for like 8 sessions. Well, no, but
Oh yeah,
five sessions
that
in
was
a
a
row.
very good. That was a very good use of it.
And it's like, wait, 2 in 2018.
As a potential teaser for the next part of the campaign of leaving this city, so you know what you're sort of going into.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be very much an open world, if you will. You can go pretty much wherever you want and sort of pursue the goals you think are
Yes.
important.
Ooh.
Time matters, of course, and the demonic influence of the Underdark will grow stronger and stronger to the point where you will just not be able to deal with it.
Me and Riota were
yeah. Hence, getting stuff like access or guides that can lead you to something you want, or suggestions for where to go, matter. Not all sort of paths you can follow are right. You know, some
Yeah.
just lead
Yeah.
you to death.
Yeah, but Centaurs suck anyway, so.
I sandbox or not, I know my goal.
Yeah. We all
um,
have our goal.
I mean, I think most of our characters have a fixed goal of one in particular thing we want to do.
Yeah.
on that note though, because I have so few level 4 spells that I actually think are useful in combat, I have taken an extra 3rd level instead of the 4th level, so I have daylight permanently, or is one of my
Daylight's good.
main
Isn't
picks.
that like a smaller dawn, right?
No, daylight just creates light, but it's a 60-foot sphere of light.
But it's sunlight, right? So it works against.
Yes.
Yeah. It's good for Riordan as well.
Where it's
'cause he can
bright
see it.
light and then sheds to dim light for an additional 60.
I hope you had fun.
Yeah, it was great fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Good fun.
I will be going tomorrow. I'll be back Monday evenings.
All right. Enjoy your Easter Sunday, guys. I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end the stream with that.
Reconvene next week to see how we deal with this unexpected murder.
Yeah.
A very important person.
I promise you, Roland and his 11 stealth were not involved.
I mean, it
will
was
say
it
right
was
now-
obvious. It was obvious he's going to get killed because he's the least infuriating of the 4 people.
He's the easiest to deal with, so he dies
Yeah.
first.
I
I
mean,
will say that
actually,
one of
this
us
is
is
wrong.
probably going to get accused. That's just going to happen. Probably Gesh.
Cirilla immediately blames the Centaur.
Yeah. Of course.
As a player, I blame the Centaur.
It's probably like, oh well, they have to agree with us now because they don't have the support of him.
Yeah, that's kind of part of my thought there, which basically, if they kill the leaders of the other ones and they won't help, we have no choice but accept the Centaur's help.
Pretty much.
Which is annoying.
So actually, since it might be relevant, how many charges does Speak with Dead take from the Crystal Manica? Was it 4?
Well, I'm gonna end the stream and the recording. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.